Ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode number 15 of the Royal Roundtable podcast. It is the host, Sacred Almighty, and my lovely co-host and our guest, very first guest.
It is about time.
What's good? What's good?
Let's go, baby.
What's poppin'? What's good? What's good?
Everybody say hi.
Hi,
Mikey.
I am Mikey J TV. I have dropped the Mikey J. It's over with. It's not coming back.
Oh, growth.
It's called growth.
Do your thing. Do your thing, Mikey. Do your thing.
This isn't my video. This is the podcast.
Yeah, but no, just do it. Just do it. I haven't heard it in years, bro. Just do it. Just do it for me. Do it for the culture. Do it for the people.
Hey.
You're doing content again. Come on, man. Just do it for the one time.
I can't even do it no more. I forgot. I don't say people.
What it do, folks. Come on, Mike. You know the fucking vibes.
What it do, people? I can't
He changed up.
People.
No.
Yo, I'm so changed. Hold on, let me collect myself. Hold on.
Come on. Reach in it. Come on.
What it do, folks, is your boy, the Mikey J. See, I can't even do it. I messed it up.
Bro.
It's so natural to say the Mikey J, but I'm trying.
Yoku go, bro. Yoku go, bro. He's washed. Come back.
Oh my God.
It's over. I can't do
go,
it.
baby. What's good, guys? Yoku here, and welcome to. Can we can't announce that yet, huh?
What?
The collective. It's not ready.
Not ready.
It's not ready.
It's not ready. We can't announce it yet. All right. It's the Yoku, bro. What's popping? How y'all doing today?
And the guest, our very first guest.
Yeah.
Bro.
What's good? It's Moon Monkey. What's good? What's good? Smash content creator. Been on a hiatus. Been living my life on Twitch, but we out here chilling nonetheless, and we out here to get it. You feel me? We out here to get it.
Yes.
What's good? What's good?
Moon, you play Smash?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he
Who
plays
do you
Smash.
mean? I didn't know. Who you playing?
Honestly, I'm thinking about picking up Yoshi again. I've been jumping around to Link, but honestly, I'm playing whoever these days.
All right, what's your opinion on Inkling?
Inkling, honestly, just come out already and say you voted for Trump. You're playing Inkling, all right?
Damn, come on, bro. We just met, man. You gonna do that to me? Nah.
You know it.
Damn.
Right? Come out and say it.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Wow.
Y'all done?
Yeah.
I'm not good. I'm not good.
He's not having it. But you guys already know the vibes. If you're watching this over on YouTube, definitely be sure to leave a like, as well as go check out Moon, as well as Mikey and Yoku, like it is every other week, in the description section below. If you're watching this on Spotify and or Anchor, be sure to rate the podcast. That way we get more new listeners and new people over here. And we have an eventful podcast. There's a lot of things have been happening since the last time we spoke, and a lot of stupid stuff, but I think we're gonna start off light. Let's start off light before we get into anything else. Check-ins. Then we'll get into it about the topic. So how is everybody's 2 weeks since the last one, and how has been you? Moon, talk to me.
Honestly, the first couple of weeks, I know me and Mikey probably in the same situation right now in terms of just like life and shit, right? But like my job kind of been like on some bullshit lately. So like, and it's kind of hard in this kind of like climate with like the COVID shit, because like you trying to like go out and, trying to get some paper on the side, but like it ain't really safe to like go out in that line of work, to go outside and shit. Like they really like jobs like that. So I'm kind of like finding my own little niche in here, kind of just like, living day to day off of like Twitch, honestly grinded up on like online like that. So it's been kind of rough the first week, but I'm finding my pocket. Honestly, I can't really complain. It could be worse, to be honest. It could be worse, but
definitely
I'm here chilling.
You have been bodying that shit.
I'm trying, dog.
No, my nigga.
I'm trying.
We met back in what, 2016?
Yeah, around that, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember Moon was just one of them guys who was like, on YouTube, he never got as many views, but he never stressed about it. You know what I'm saying? He did it for fun. He had a job, whatever. And now, like, here we are, was that 4 years later? And I mean,
yeah.
Hey, you, Lotus and Omega, my guys, y'all been killing this shit. Y'all been killing this shit. Y'all
been trying.
Make me feel. Y'all don't know how happy that makes me feel, bro.
Yeah.
Just seeing that shit. But Mikey, Yoku, how y'all?
I'm doing pretty good. Like since the past 2 weeks, like I have absorbed the knowledge. I have, actually realized that I got canned from my job, and you have to process, man. So much information that's come out between this COVID shit and all the shit that's been happening online within our circles. Well, not our circles specifically, but in the gaming space. It's so much information that you have to process. And sometimes you just don't want to think that it's real, but you have to get yourself to a space where you need to like set aside some time for you, for, everything. Just like meditation, prayer, however you go about that, but you got to set some time aside for that. And I do that maybe like once or twice a week. So a big part of my week this week was really meditation, or sometimes sleep too, because sleep helps. But it's just like you have to set those little moments and those little pockets aside for your mental, because it's so important, because everything is being thrown at us all at once, and the ability to process all this information, it is draining. It is extremely draining, whether it's your online life or your personal life. 9 times out of 10 there's some bad shit happening. So for the people who are just now like getting hit or starting to come into their own, like the graduates from 2020, they've been literally thrown into a shit bucket, and it's just like, damn, where do we go? You really, at this point in time, you have to set yourself up. You have to psych yourself up to, basically tell you, hey, it's okay. This is the state that I'm in. Let me sit back. Let me meditate on these types of things where I want to go in my life. And then you have to look at your situation and basically just adapt and go from there. Because that's literally the state of the United States right now. We're adapting. There's always new information coming out on COVID, and there's always, something new that's happening that we just have to adapt to. So I don't know about y'all, but these fireworks are getting on my fucking nerves. And that's something we have to adapt to as well. So it's really right now, everything is on rapid fire. Anything bad is just on rapid fire right now. And we have to sit back, get our mental together, and try to process each and every one of these things within a time of our own choosing, so that we don't go insane. But with that being said, I'm fine. Like I said last time, I started my content creation journey, or however you guys want to see that. I'm streaming on Twitch. I started off with PSO2. Right now, Genshin Impact is out on final closed beta, so I'm having a lot of fun with that.
I still have yet to play.
You should. It's really fun. Like, honestly, it's Breath of the Wild, but take out all the bullshit. Like the
I was gonna say, what counts as the bullshit?
The bullshit to me, the bullshit is the weapons. So,
weapon breaking? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So that's just me. But to me, that's the bullshit. Other than that, it's a really, really fun game. I can't wait till it gets full release so everybody else can get their hands on it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm good. Yoku?
So I haven't had any firework issues lately. Plus on me. Pretty sure that's gonna change. Moon is gray, and it's funny.
Let me come back. I'll be right back then. Hold up.
I did see that.
Hold up.
It's funny.
Let me do that first. Let me do that real quick. Change windows. And let's try this.
There you go.
Better?
Hey,
yeah.
There we go.
I was thinking the ass fix. Jesus Christ.
But this past couple of weeks have been okay. I want to say better than okay, but I'm still in like the process of absorbing a lot of the stuff that's going on. Not necessarily with everything that happened this previous week for the stuff that we're gonna get into, like the heavy shit, right? But like the positive stuff. YouTube channel's been great. I haven't done too much streaming, but when I do stream, it's been pretty like good for the most part, right? So for me, anything above 10 is solid. Like keeping 10 average viewers is solid, and they talk.
Yep.
Like 10 people that talk, it's really solid. Well, lately it's been pushing towards 20. So I'm like, all right, cool, something's going pretty good, right? So it's like, yeah, I like that. But on YouTube's aspect, I've gained 1,000 subscribers, and that was like 3 days ago, in the last month, which is on top of the 5. Well, I guess that bleeds into me hitting 5K, but that just all goes into the fact of that's 1,000 in a month. I don't normally do that. That's not normal for me.
That's good.
So,
That's good. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. I like it. I like it. So it feels nice. You know, it feels nice. We got some new clowns in the Discord. They're cool. They're chilling. 1 or 2 might have to get banned. Not gonna lie to you, but
Hey,
you know,
yo,
is
you
what
gotta
it
do
is.
what you gotta do. Get them up out of there. You would rather have
Big facts, bro. Big facts.
You would rather have people that sit there and support you, or, I mean, than some clowns that just don't want to, you know, read the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's 9 times out of 10. That's what it is. They can't read the room, and it's be like, yo, this is a chill place here. Get the fuck out if you don't. You know,
Facts.
you don't want that.
Facts. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, nothing to nothing. Oh, and I got back into Unist, so that's a thing.
What is
Which
that?
is Under Night and Birth. It's a fighting game.
That fighting game.
Yeah.
I have it on
Yeah.
PS4. I just don't. I haven't, bro. My PS4 has been sitting here like just
Collecting
looking at
dust.
me.
Hell.
It's just been looking
It's
at
on
me.
sale for PC, so a
At the
couple
end
of
of-
people have bought it now on in the Discord, and we've been playing it. Like the same thing we did with BB Tag. BB Tag was fun, and so now we're on the
I do
Unis
have
wave
that
real
on
quick.
PC. I should play that.
It's a nice
sometime.
game.
I should play that sometime.
I guess it's my turn. Man, these last 2 weeks been kind of weird, bro. I think I went up like 10 reading levels and shit. And the amount of like Twitlongers I've been reading.
Is that what the glasses are for this week?
Huh?
Is that why you got the glasses on?
Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. I had to put on the card clans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I kind of just been reading a lot, trying to understand all this stuff that's coming out recently. I guess just trying to pay attention and really like reflecting on like self and shit from it, and kind of like just using that as like, I guess, motivation or whatever. Like content wise, things are gonna go as they go. You know, it goes up. It can only go up from here, and there. But besides that, it's like, you know, going on sign, nothing really changed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's changing at all. You just gotta just keep it pushing, really. But I don't know. These last 2 weeks, Mixer shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start
And-
off with that
All right. Well,
in the most weird way possible.
yeah, out of nowhere, just like, hey, y'all, peace. They really just shut the whole thing down, and
No
they
warning
didn't
or
let,
nothing,
They didn't
man.
let any of the partners know. Like, I feel for those dudes, because it's just like with the climate of how Twitch was or how Twitch is, like people had kind of like a safe haven to go over to Mixer, and that's fine, because everybody knows that Twitch really isn't, you know, the best of
The
places
ideal
right now.
platform, as much as people make it out to be.
It's really not the ideal platform, because there's so many politics into play with Twitch. But with Mixer, you had this little safe space for people to go out and grow their own communities, as well as, you know, try to, you know, flourish like people on Twitch. And for that to be just snatched out from up under people like that, it's not a cool thing, dude. It's not a cool thing.
I
And
remember,
Microsoft is already on my shit list anyway.
I remember the
But-
day that it got announced. You know, I remember the very first thing I did was go on the site to see if it like automatically shut down, because I didn't read like the full like tweet, because it said it was going to shut down the 22nd of July or something like that, 27th or something like that. And I was like, okay, let me go see what Mixer looking like now since it's shutting down. And like the first couple of like streams are like one of the most depressing things I've seen. I think it's really bad when like a content creator has to come on their platform and kind of like cry
Yeah.
and get their shit out, because they were on that jam like really like breaking into tears. You know, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know where to go. It's kind of just like, hey, you gotta we're merging with Facebook, y'all. Fuck y'all. And it's like, they're like, damn, I just built this whole little community thing for myself.
Right. And
I don't want to do that.
Was it clarified that, you know, like the partners that have partnerships, when they merge with Facebook, are they getting that same treatment? Or
no
do they have to
details
start
have been
from
put out.
Okay.
Yeah, no details have been put out.
Well,
but it's like,
I can
even if
only
they were
hope.
to do that, Facebook
Yeah.
doesn't have any. It doesn't have that. There's not a Facebook partner or check mark on Facebook.
Kinda, anybody can make money on Facebook.
Yeah, you just
Oh, okay,
become
okay,
like
okay.
official based off. It's the same thing with Twitter. You know, you get verified on Twitter, you get verified on Facebook. So it's pretty much just that. So you would essentially get verified on Facebook for whatever the hell you're doing, and then go from there.
I'm gonna keep it a brick. I have never seen anything Facebook gaming wise.
That's exactly what I was about to say. A lot of people don't go to Facebook to watch people stream.
I don't go to Facebook
Ninja
at all.
did it for like a day, and worst numbers possible for him. From what I've recorded.
Platform. Like it's
Very.
like Facebook is the ideal like social media. Like what a social platform is. I feel like Facebook is that, because it's pretty much in your face. Everything's there. Twitter is more like a news outlet now at this point, because a lot of people don't even watch media no more. YouTube and Twitter are like ideally like where people are getting their information from, you know, where the jokes are at, bullshit. But if you're just trying to talk with like your friends and family, social shit, IRL stuff, Facebook is like where it's at. So gaming really isn't like a thing, which is why a lot of YouTubers kind of like shut down their like Facebook pages, you know, back the early 2010s.
I was gonna say, all y'all had one.
Yeah, you had to have like a Facebook account, and it had to be like, you know, had to be as active as your Twitter was. But then here we are, the Twitter is way more active than any other platform, even Instagram, and it's like, you know,
Yep.
so I don't know. It sucks. It sucks. It really does suck, because I know a couple people who were like really, really sad about it, because a lot of people were banned from Twitch as well, that went to Mixer, and they found like that outlet, found it as an outlet or whatever. So when they were like, damn, I'm over here, I can't make a new account, I can't, Facebook, I'm not growing shit on there, Mixer's it, it's like, where do I go now? So it's like, I don't know. YouTube's always an option. YouTube streaming isn't as bad as people make it out to be. You get paid more on YouTube.
It's really good. Like people shit on YouTube streaming because at first, when they first tried it, when YouTube gaming first came out, it was a shit show. It was. You had to jump through so many hoops just to get to stream. But now it's a lot better. There's a little one-click solution to start streaming. It's still a little more confusing than Twitch, but I think that's just from people being so used to Twitch. But it's a lot better now. So YouTube's definitely a viable platform to stream on.
Yeah, YouTube's great. The thing about it is, a lot of people see YouTube as like I can put whatever I want on it, so like it shouldn't matter. But like the algorithm, it's a lot of stuff that goes into like YouTube and shit. Like if you get, every channel gets like 3 alerts or whatever maximum if somebody has like, their notifications on. If you like stream too early from when you upload a video, you may not get notified for your stream. There's a lot of like rules that goes into like how you run like YouTube streaming, but ideally it's not bad. You actually get paid more on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah, the subs matter more, or it has a higher percentage.
Yeah, instead of the original like $250 that you would get from a $5 sub on Twitch, you get, I think it's $350 on YouTube, and that's a lot if you're like, say you're an active channel, and shit like 100 people became a member. That's a rack right there, off of just not even ad revenue, off of just people giving you money. That's an extra rack added onto it. So it's like you get paid more, you get seen more. Plus, if you're very savvy on like SEO and search and stuff like that, you can actually flex that to like, I mean, look at Etika, for example, right? Etika was a YouTube streamer, and obviously it comes into play his personality, who he was and stuff like that. But like, there's a reason why like his streams are so kind of there, because nobody's streaming on that platform anyway. So you push. There's a bigger push when it comes to YouTube streaming versus you being in competition with like the 10 ninjas, the 10 the tap mans, the 10 Pros, and then everybody else at the bottom is barely keeping 100 viewers or whatever. So it's like it's an easier push on YouTube than it is on Twitch, but that just goes down to the Twitch politics as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, if those Mixer guys, if they want to, YouTube is an option.
I was gonna say, since you brought up Ninja, like literally Ninja and Shroud are the only two probably that's coming on top of this whole situation, because now they're essentially free agents. They can go, like they don't have to even go to Twitch immediately. They can go to Facebook, get a number, go to Twitch, get a number, said Facebook's paying me this much, go to YouTube, they pay me this much, and they can pretty much just finesse the game. Literally everyone on the bottom is literally suffering because like you said, the people that got banned off of Twitch, they go to Mixers. Hell, there are people that you just left Twitch and just did better on Mixer than Twitch, And now they just don't know where the fuck to go, so it's only like the top are getting like in a beautiful position and the people at the bottom just like assed out,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this. That's a lot because it sucks for them, but like the guys at the top really are just good. Like when you see how much big money is being put into just gaming right now to keep these figures, it's kind of just like, holy shit. Like imagine like, hey, they're free agents now. Hey,
they got paid the contract. They still got the full amount. They even served the whole term.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
That's nuts to me. It's like, hey, here's 30 mil. Okay. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure that was a clause in the contract, and I'm almost certain that they didn't see themselves shutting down Mixer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think any of them did, because that was a higher up decision.
Yep, they thought it was going to be like a long running platform, and it's like, shit, we're good, but then hey, oh shit, Facebook took us, and now that contract is really gone. The money's gone.
Mixer had its own bubble.
Yeah, so
and Microsoft was on top of that.
Shit.
Shroud and Ninja shit. They could go to that ass YouTube and Twitch and be like, all right, what's the millions looking like?
Yeah.
What's the millions looking like? Because it's like we've seen a lot of people when they started signing over people exclusively. YouTube got in that pot too. There's a lot of people who literally left Twitch and literally went straight to YouTube because YouTube paid them more, and here we are. YouTube pays more.
Yeah.
So it's like, imagine somebody with like 1,500, 2,000 subscribers on Twitch. Mind you, they're already in that extra new contract or whatever to make what you're making on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
But YouTube is the default. That second tier contract that you make on Twitch, whenever you get that higher subscriber count or whatever, that's by default on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's less work. You just got paid hella money. So fuck it. It's I don't know. YouTube is a fire platform still.
If, in my opinion, if YouTube had the aesthetic of Twitch and the I don't want to say professionalism about it, but a certain way to make money, because anybody can jump on YouTube and then start making money. You don't have to go through an affiliate process. You don't have to go through the partner process. So if YouTube had more means of an organized and aesthetically pleasing way of streaming, because setting up a stream on YouTube is annoying. I think YouTube, I was going to say, I think YouTube could actually pull off competition versus Twitch. Like right now, Twitch has the numbers because people know that that's where that is, but YouTube is still the top media platform for watching content in general. Yeah. So just imagine being able to divvy it up. They got to fix your analytics too, though, man. If you pop a stream on YouTube and it does ass and it affects your actual channel, that's not cool.
Yeah, I agree. Like if you stream and that like inflates your analytics shit for your videos, I feel like you should separate the two. But I also feel like they tried that, because remember when YouTube Gaming was its own like separate thing, like separate. I
think YouTube Gaming should have stayed.
They had the whole different layout.
It was separate, like, but it was
UI,
still
like
there.
that. But nobody used it like that. Like,
well, the thing was, I used it.
YouTube, Twitch.
I think
I'm saying you went to like a regular YouTube stream, and the YouTube stream as it looked regularly was just like a regular, how it is now. Versus like, say if you click the game under the video or whatever, and it takes you to like that YouTube channel page for that game specifically, it would automatically shift to the YouTube gaming layout, and that would just be how they would like organize that shit. But there was never like a way to like mix both, because when they tried to mix both, nobody really knew what the fuck YouTube gaming was. It was just niggas streaming.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
feel
should
like
be integrated but separate. Like you should integrate it with the actual website in terms if you click something, it takes you there, just like you were mentioning. But the actual website, the numbers on the website, the channels, what happens for where streams go, all that should have stayed on YouTube Gaming. All that should have been pushed to YouTube Gaming, and it would have been a much cleaner experience.
Yeah, it would have, because like when I started doing my streams, when I was doing the Dragon Ball Fusions thing, like my analytics were fucked up. Like I would stream for like hours upon hours, and what it would do, it would calculate how many people were in the stream, and then it will multiply some type of number. I'm not sure what it multiplied, but say for instance I had maybe 300 people in my stream that night. I would get done with streaming, and then it would give me like 10, maybe close to like 10,000 views. Yeah. Now, to me, that's fucked up, because it's just like, what is the math going on here, and why are my views being inflated?
I can tell you, when you get done, for those who stream on Twitch, when you get done streaming on Twitch and you get that little like Streamlabs report or whatever in your email.
Yeah. Right.
You know how it shows you how many viewers that you kept during the stream, but then you see that one over there that says unique viewers, the ones that come in and out every now and then, whatever. Ideally, they're adding up everybody that came in, watched consistently, like watch time and all that shit. They're putting so much into the shit that when it becomes a video, you get the views from literally every single person that came and left. You get the watch time added to it. They try to fuse all of it when the video comes out, right? And I think
because it's impossible to calculate watch time on a stream.
Yeah,
it is. Like as far as YouTube goes, when they calculate their watch time, they tried to calculate it the same, and it's not, because people come in and come back out, and it gets the algorithm pretty much shitted on itself. Yep. That's pretty much how I came out of it. And when I did finally stop streaming, I started uploading more. My analytics sucked. They tanked, because
it was like, damn, like why is that?
Yeah, because now my watch time is getting lower, so these videos aren't being pushed out. So it kind of fucked me in a sense, but it just wasn't a good time. So it was either I had to keep streaming or just get fucked.
I think they fixed that now though, because I know streaming on YouTube now, because I do both. It's not, my contract doesn't, I can do whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that if I give it time between video and stream, both of them do well and they add up to what they are. And I noticed they calculate the views and the watch time on the streams a lot better. Like it's not as extreme as it used to be, because I remember you used to have that issue too, and you talked about it with me. But I never YouTube streamed at all till recently, till like last year or something like that. So I think it's gotten better. I just think what they should do is they 100% should separate, but keep it the same. I feel like if they were to make like say for instance, like you're on your phone, right? If you had like a YouTube gaming app versus a YouTube app, two different things. But when they process to videos, those same videos can be accessed on the YouTube channels.
Right.
But the streams themselves have to be watched on YouTube gaming.
I feel that. Yeah. Like the VODs, they should be pushed to your channel with no analytics attached.
Yeah. Like when your videos can be put up, like put them in like an auto playlist, right? Like how they have the past live stream playlist section or whatever. Put it in there, but make it have no type of effect on your analytics at all when it comes to video format. But keep the streams on a whole different like platform. I don't mind adding YouTubeGaming.com to my fucking URL search bar at all. I don't see why that's a problem. If you can literally have it to where the platform is separated, but when it's done, the videos still go to the channels and shit like that, it still goes out to the people, we're perfectly fine. I feel like that's the perfect way to fix that.
Yep.
But unfortunately, that's not the only thing that's been going on in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because Mixer shutting down, a lot of Twitlongers have come out on the internet in the gaming community space. Not just Smash, we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Not just Pokemon, we'll get to that. Not just esports. The entirety of gaming on YouTube has been subjected to sexual abuse, sexual harassment, rape, unfortunately. And a lot of the victims are coming out against their abusers and their rapists or whatever. I don't know how it's abuser still, ain't it?
Yeah,
Abuser, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, not only were they raped, not only were they abused, not only were they manipulated, not only were they harmed in any way, shape, or form, it was by people of notoriety and status within their own communities, respectively. These range from big streamers, these range from commentators, directors in some companies, managers in some companies. It's a lot of people.
CEOs.
Figureheads, yeah.
CEOs.
Yeah.
Let's talk CEOs. And I'm gonna keep it a brick. A lot of stuff that I've read in the last 2 weeks, dog. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Like because these guys, and it just goes to show that you don't know these people at all, right? It's on this internet shit all we want. We can have these conversations all we want. We can talk. You can watch whoever you want to watch. They can give you whatever they want to give you, whatever. But at the end of the day, you do not know these people. This reminds me of literally when this reminds me of the shock that people had when Nappy got outed, and I remember people were so caught off guard. Like, what are you talking about? This is like, you know what I'm saying? This is that guy. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Just for more information to come out, and it's like, what is there to deny at this point, right?
Yeah.
And so now that you have these victims are getting the strength to come out, you're noticing that a lot of people with power have multiple victims, multiple people in their communities that they've fucked with. And to be honest, dog, I'm gonna keep it a bit with you. I don't know who the fuck raised y'all. I'm 100% glad that this shit is happening. I want that type of behavior to be frowned upon, and it's kind of weird too because it gets even deeper than that because you find out that these people are at the top, and the people at the top know already.
True.
Yeah.
Not only that, this shit's like everything we've seen the past 2 weeks. This is shit that's been happening at the latest since like 1990. Like the shit it didn't happen like yesterday, last month. This is shit that happened years ago that we're hearing about now. Imagine the shit that that's happened like in the last month or so that hasn't come out.
I want you to know exactly because I was reading a lot of these Twitlongers are from like 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
The Mr. Wizard shit was like
1997.
97 or some shit.
Yeah,
I want you to know, bro. I was sitting like, damn, bro, this shit happened 4 or 5 years ago. Imagine the amount of stories that would come out if we're talking the last 2 weeks when this shit was going on.
Exactly, yeah.
Imagine like if somebody that they were talking to or abusing the shit came out and said, yeah, this nigga hasn't changed for shit. He was doing this shit to me. It's 2019. What?
Yeah, there's somebody being groomed right now and they don't even know it.
Yup.
Yeah.
And
That's the crazy part.
That's so baffling to me because it's like, dog, like this shit is like even deeper than just like, it's even deeper than literally just the time frames and just the actions of it all. Like this shit is like damn near scary because it's like these people are people in positions of like actual power. They represent us.
Yeah.
In these communities. These are people that have conversations with organizations. These are people that have conversations with companies of that. Literally, these people have put so much money into gaming as a whole. Just for them to do this shit And now these companies are like, yeah,
We're done. Yeah.
we're done.
Like, do you think of like, remember how hard it was to get even just Nintendo to get Smash at like they said no, take our shit out, and then we had to get, and we had like figureheads come together, you know, like some of the figureheads that have been called out, they were the ones that be on these platforms that Nintendo's like come on stage, commentate these games of Smash for here, like these are the ones that made it happen. They were outspoken. Nintendo was so hard to come on, and now Nintendo seeing this is like, all right, now we want. They recently came on the statement like they stepped away.
Statement? Bro, that statement broke my damn heart, bro.
Wait, Nintendo made a statement?
They made like a statement on IGN. This is like, bro.
This morning they put it out.
No way, I gotta see it. No way.
IGN put out a whole statement. It's already out there, bro. They not fucking with this shit, bro.
They burned, like they ruined it for a lot of us.
And it's just like, dog, like, wow. If you think it's hard, and you know, I always, you know, just because all this shit is happening, I don't think Black lives still don't matter.
They still do.
You know, let's talk about it. They still do.
Yeah.
I always think about like, damn, bro, now it's even harder for us.
Yeah.
It is.
As Black men to like kind of make it up there because all of our Black men are fucking with kids.
Yeah. That is the wild part about that in particular, and I know we're going to get into that in specific, but just overall, right? The wild part about that in particular to me is just how do you constitute doing something that you know is just like you get so many strikes in life,
you know, it's
and
wrong.
then you add a triple negative on top of that and then expect everything to be cool. Like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this shit in the first place. Like, dog, come on, man. If you get caught, it's a wrap. You don't get the same sentence as Billy Bo Bob over there. You going under. Like, if they don't shoot you on sight, you're going under. I would not be surprised if all of this all the other accusations, shit like that we got across, I would not be surprised if the certain ones, we know who I'm talking about, get off scot-free. And the ones that we know, the Black ones, the ones of color, they're gonna be the ones that catch we're gonna make an example out of you. Yeah. Because so-and-so has already made it to ESPN. You know, ESPN bored as shit. Ain't got shit else to talk about.
Yeah, they literally don't have anything else to talk about. So they definitely
caught
picked
that
up on
real
the Smash
quick.
Shit.
And the fact that ESPN, like, now you got
Nairo's
people
face on the front.
I would not be surprised if he was getting thrown in the back of a car right now.
Right.
I would not be surprised.
Can't say that, but okay. Can't say that, but
that's still crazy. Like the fact that like many of these people can do what they did, and then it's like, all right, I guess I'm just done with content creation. Let me just get a 9 to 5, and nobody would know what the fuck I did on this online space. You know, like that's the scary part, because like you don't know anything about that past, and like it's all on documented, but you would never know. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, because they're not gonna look up your tag now. You just don't put it down.
Yeah.
That's the thing about internet anonymity.
Not with your face though.
I mean, yeah, but like who's gonna really dig that deep?
Well, I mean, like when it gets plastered everywhere, you know.
But like just like out of anywhere, like so the thing that like I guess like broke this all out was, you know, in 2017 when the Nappy shit happened and the Nathan shit happened, and like, okay, well, yeah, Nathan can't come back to the internet. Like Nappy can come back to the internet, but he's not welcome. You know what I'm saying? But Nathan, he can't come back. But what does that say about real life? You know what I'm saying? Like he can go get a 9 to 5.
He just go back.
He can go and do these things. But the fucked up part about it is like it's walled off. You know? There's no in real life consequence.
Like a different world. Yeah.
So that's what's really got me fucked up. Also, another thing that's got me fucked up is the guys that's coming out, man. Like, bro, I shook hands with these niggas. I partied with these niggas. Like, I sat down and had a beer with D1. I had a beer with Anti. Like, well, I mean, Anti, that's a different story. We really don't know about Anti. And that's
I've rated D1 conversations.
Yeah. And that's something we're gonna talk about later. But
I don't think we can, even with you saying that, it's not like we can, because I had to tell it to V the other day, we can't fault ourselves for not knowing something that's going on behind closed doors.
For sure.
Like
I can't fault
completely
myself,
being
but
ignorant to the scenario. We're only getting the public face, you know? So to us, like we shaking hands with them, we're going out to party or hanging out. That's what they're showing. We're being presented with who they are at that moment in time. Then,
but when
so
these things
we can't
come
fault
out,
ourselves for something that we don't know.
For sure, but when these things come out, it's personal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
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 The dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah. Now all right. We feel like a dumbass because we sat down. We had these deep, meaningful conversations about Lord knows what the fuck.
Yeah.
And this dude's fucking 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Do you know like how, like do you know like the level of like response like someone could feel if like let's say like we do some shit like, oh, like, yo, I'm fuck with this guy D1. I'm gonna send you guys on a raid over there. I got a young impressionable kid in my chat. He goes over there, and then somehow they get connected through me because like I trusted it. Like, just like you understand, like that level of like, I respect this guy. You send him this way, and then they get their like that type of shit.
Yeah,
like
that. Yeah.
And that's a totally plausible
that is a scary
thing
thought.
that could happen.
Yeah.
It's really scary, like when you think about it like that. And don't get me started on Kitaro. Holy fuck,
bruh.
I read the one. Is there more than that one or?
There was one. I don't really want to speak on it because I don't know all the specifics. I don't want to just
really don't know all the specifics, but like he admitted it. You know,
I know about the pool thing.
There's more shit that was like. Dude, there was like more shit that was like it was like a lot more heinous. Like talk about like they had rings and shit. I was like, bro, I don't even want to like see all the but I don't like this that. I don't want to like put that out there until like I get all the facts. But that in itself, it's believable. But I at least want a little more facts before I actually like put it out there. But like,
there's a lot of alleged going on, and I think we do have to clarify that for those listening and watching. Yeah, allegedly, a lot of these charges or accusations are alleged. We're not stating 100% fact that these things are going on until something is proven, obviously, within the court of law or someone admits to it. So that's
some have, you know,
some have admitted.
Yeah, some definitely have.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, with the Katara thing,
with the Katara situation. I'm like, man, dude was like 30.
Bro, that when I say man, people are horny, it just doesn't.
At that time,
there's
he
no
was
excuse
29.
for that.
He's 2 years younger than I am.
There's just no excuse for that, though. Like when I read what you're talking about, and that the whole age came into question or whatever, and like the way he worded it was like, I'm trying to protect you from getting drunk, but I can't stop you. And then the way she worded it was like, nah, this is what I want. It's like, dog, you drunk or not, should be able to get the fuck out of the pool and walk off. Fact. You know, like if I'm ever in a situation like that, especially in contact in person, I'm not fucking risking this shit for some fucking bro. I can go upstairs right now and like, yo, man, you want 500? I'll fuck in the bathroom or some shit to a grown ass woman. Like if I'm that horny in Vegas or New York or wherever the fuck they are, I guarantee you there's a way to get your nut off without risking the biscuit for that. That is ridiculous.
I wouldn't take it that far, but you know,
I'm just saying, you know,
please though, you know,
those are options. Those are definitely options. Like,
because think about it though, right? If the option to not do any of that, to just talk to a girl of age, right? They're equal age, within that ballpark. Hey man, I like you, yada yada, spit game. You know, I'm looking for a one night stand. I'm only here for the night, whatever, right? The option to spit game, from what I'm reading about a lot of this shit, or the option to just talk to women on a normal basis without being drunk, doesn't exist to a lot of these people. All these stories that I'm reading to them, they just doesn't exist. They can't talk to women on a normal or average basis. So it makes more sense for the younger crew to be falling into the hands of this, because just like they don't have that fully developed brain with it or whatever, they want it because it's a biological gear thing or whatever. It's fucking weird, but they're physically attracted to that. And here we are, where it's like, I can't get girls my age. I can't talk to chicks, bro.
At 30,
there's two types of them. One of them, like, it's two types.
Like, you'd be very surprised.
One of them is the people that like they're oblivious.
Yeah.
There's people like oblivious to social cues. A girl's pulling away, they don't realize that she's not into it, and they're still continuing it. And then there's the one that in the power that know they're pulling away, but they know that they can't do anything about it because they're in like in a state of like power, you know?
Yeah.
And like honestly, like we're gonna have to like do a lot of people that like see this type of shit and at least want to like rectify the ruins that all their communities are now. We're gonna have to like establish boundaries. Like, listen, this is not okay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And like more people need to be called out. Like if
Fact.
like, you know, we're all in a social space. Everybody goes to cons. Well, they used to go to cons. Can't go cons no more. But everybody goes to cons. You see that shit. Like you kind of see it everywhere, but nobody says anything. Like everybody's just having a good old time. But then like something happens and then everybody's shocked about it.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to say anything.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta stop that. Don't like that.
A lot of this shit you see happen, and then it's like, oh yeah, we heard rumors back in the day. It's like, you heard rumors. It's like, how can you like, get quiet for this long? You know, like,
But
like that's the scary part.
That is also a double-edged sword, though, because then you have this story, and then you have the victim. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to you don't want to make them relive their trauma. So at that point, like, what do you do? Like, do you go to the victim?
Well, that brings into to question the Sam Sora issue. From what we read, Sam Sora knew about Naira and Zach, and it's in the tweet. And Zach was the one who asked Sam Sora. He asked him not to say anything. Once Sam Sora found out, he said, like, for me, Zach, don't say anything. I don't want to deal with any of the backlash or any of what's going to happen if people find out. So don't tell. And out of that respect, Sam Sora did not say anything. So in a situation like that, you know, I understand, right? Yeah, it's fucked up, it's wrong, but the victim themselves are asking you, don't speak. You can't. I mean, you can. You go against it if you want to. And now you put that victim in a spot where now they're worse off than what they were if you just didn't say anything.
It is a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's tight. It's very tight.
Look out for someone, and then someone's like, the best way to look out for me is not to do anything, and it's like,
and that hurts.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like, man, I don't know.
The damage is done. You can't do anything, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I mean, like, even if they're like in your circles, like, how do you warn somebody about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you yourself, with this knowledge that my friend is being hurt or has been hurt by this person that doesn't want me to say anything, like, how do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? That's a hard thing to handle. That's a hard thing to stick around.
Another thing that needs to be taken into place with that, though, is that because I'm in Texas. So in Texas, I'm pretty sure it's everywhere else too, but I know specifically in Texas, that whole Romeo and Juliet thing that they were talking about, that's viable, but there's a whole other part to that she just didn't mention. Anyway, point being that with parents' consent, you can do what the fuck you want, right? So in that particular scenario, whether that be with Zach or Naira or anybody, where your friend or the victim asks you, don't say anything because it'll hurt me more, you really have to look at the relationship. Are they being physically abused? Are they being sexually abused? Are they being hurt? Or is that genuinely just a fucked up but actual relationship? You know, and then that's a parent decision first and foremost. But as a friend, that is something that you have to take into consideration. For all we know, the Nairo and Zach thing was just a genuine relationship that wasn't, you know, I mean, granted, I don't think Nairo can beat anybody up like abuse wise, but you know, if he wasn't doing these extremist things that we're known for seeing within these type of relationships, maybe Sam Sora had a right mind to not say anything out of respect for that. It's fucked up, sure, because that act should not happen. But there's so many variables that get thrown into the mix of what you have to take into the moment, you know? And this is years ago. We don't know what he was thinking.
A lot of it is grooming, like the whole senpai shit. Like that is like, it's not really,
oh, that's textbook. that is a textbook
grooming. Yeah,
that bitch is sick.
It's grooming, and like when you looked at the kid, he's like, you see, he's 4, it's like, all right, 14-year-old sounds crazy, but when you look at the kid,
that's what broke me, bro. He looks 8. He looks 8. Dog, that broke me. That broke me.
Like, the conversations is like, this is our secret. Don't tell anyone. So like, when they say don't tell anyone, and then someone finds out, and they're themselves telling you don't tell anyone. You know, this is whoa, what?
That's a conditioned thing to say.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's obviously like the system that we have in place for this kind of stuff. It doesn't work, obviously.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we need to have it reshaped to deal with like these things with, I hate to say it, we need to deal with love. You know what I'm saying? We need to, basically take account of all parties and be like, yo, you gotta get some help. You need, we can't like condemn these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not defending pedophiles. I'm not defending anybody who does wrong, but they need help, and it's obvious.
Yeah.
It is obvious. There's some things that more than likely have gone on in their past to make them have this type of behavior.
Yeah.
Or they're just sociopaths. Either way, they still need help.
Yeah.
As well as the victims and the children that are, coming out. They need help. They need support. They need somebody to talk to let them know, no, that was not okay. But we can take this day by day and get you better. We can get you over this. It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be quick, but we can definitely try and get you over this. So the thing is, like, yo, as a community, as the literal video game world community, we have to do better and be better. We have to call out bullshit instead of cancel culture. We can't cancel people, because guess what? Once we, like you said before, there's a wall between in real life and the internet. So once you cut that wall down, once you cancel that person, they're going out into the real world, and the real world could give a fuck about the video game world. I tell you what.
Not only that, there's like some creators have ride or die mentalities. Like, even look at Nappy when he came back, when he made his stream. There's people in the chat that's like, Nappy, I missed you. Like I stand with you. If you look in the comments of like with Naira or Anti or like whoever, there was like, I stand with you. Hope you get through. Even for R. Kelly, like Abby did all this. There are people treating McDonald's for this nigga, despite all this shit that he's like. Some people will blindly like still support. So you have to put your foot down, because like if people see that people still supporting them and like see the majority of their surrounding bases staying quiet, they're just like, well, he can't have done something that bad. You have to be vocal on what we're seeing right here.
You know what's crazy about that Nappy situation? When I tweeted about it, in particular, I was like, everybody was so against Nappy, but all of the people who were following us still after the fact that he was exposed or whatever, the same people that were in his stream talking about they missed you and donating and shit like that, they did not give a fuck about nothing anybody was saying until Shady came out.
Yeah.
The moment Shady came out was the moment like they were like, damn, bro, maybe we might be in the wrong or whatever. All that blind support shit went out the window the very moment Shady came out. Why? Because they didn't give a fuck about the people who were friends with him. Because in their mind, oh, you guys betrayed him, you guys are using him, yada yada. But the moment Shady spoke out and basically confirmed everything, it was like, oh, maybe we were wrong. And then they started to like apologize to like me and Nexus or whatever. And it was like, nigga, you were like a year too late. Eat my fucking dick. If it took Shady to come out for you to sit here and ignore the same niggas who were on the same position as Shady, just not the same numbers, eat my fucking cock.
Yeah. You know why? You know that's the case? Because a lot of people look up to Shady, and that's the power of like the platforms that we have. There's people that look up to each and every one of us right now, and it literally takes us to like send that tweet, and it's like, yo, Nick is calling it. Any of us is calling this out, and like it's like, listen, I was a blind supporter first, but I'm seeing them call us out now. Let me double think this, So we can't take the platform that we have for granted, because like we let shit like this slide under the radar, whether we know it or not.
Man,
as much as we don't like the word of what do you call it, a something influencer or whatever, a media influencer,
niggas have influence, bro.
Yeah, we do have influence.
The moment you start streaming, the moment you start uploading on YouTube, the moment you even start like making memes on Twitter, the very moment you start garnering a following, you have influence.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what the size of it is. You have influence. That's not some shit. And to be honest, you don't have a choice.
No, you don't.
On whether or not you want it or not, you have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have it. If I can move a finger and some shit happens, that's influence. Did I want it? No. I didn't ask for this shit. I wanted to play video games and stream that shit and just chat shit with niggas.
Yeah.
Now all I gotta do is expose some, make a tweet on Twitter. Niggas will attack somebody. That's influence.
True.
You don't get
That's
to
power.
You don't get to decide that.
Yeah.
You don't get to decide that shit at all. It's not your fucking choice. You don't have a choice, my nigga.
But it's what you do with it, though.
It's what you do
and that's
with
the
it.
important part.
Exactly.
It's so.
And if you're a
paramount.
regular fucking human being, you wouldn't be sitting here going to fucking little ass kids' DMs and shit. You wouldn't be going to these random ass hoes' DMs and shit. You wouldn't be going around getting bitches drunk at parties and shit. If you was a regular ass nigga.
Why they gotta be hoes, bro?
Yeah. Go ahead.
But you not a regular ass nigga though. You a weirdo. You are a fucking nerd. You are society's fucking gum on the shoe, my nigga.
The fact that really angers me is the fact that like these people that did these shit and they had the power, they didn't realize how much of weight they met in those communities. Like even just FGC, like the whole Evo shit, they don't understand the damage and the
D1. Look at D1, right? We had this conversation yesterday, me and you, man, in my Discord or whatever.
Yeah.
D1 was like the
Shannon Sharp, dog.
No wrong.
He was the face.
Yeah.
He was the face, the spokesperson. Whenever D1 spoke, nigga, he was well dressed, well kept, suit and tie every time you saw him. Face cut. But man, the nigga was smooth. Right? This nigga got like 3 motherfucking Twitlongers on him.
And like when you hear like, cause like there was like the who was it? MVD. When you saw like the DM, it's like this does not seem like the D1 I know. It's like, yo, like I'm sorry, you know, I harmed, you know, so and so, you know. And he was like, yo, you shouldn't be sending this apology to me. You should be doing it to her. And then D1 is like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna let it flow. It's like, bro, you're good. You were willing to get his MVD's apology, but the apology that you needed the most, you're like, nah.
See, a real nigga,
good.
A real nigga would apologize to the girl, right? And if that was your nigga, if that MVD was his guy, like you thought, be like, hey, I did this to her. I already apologized to her, but as a man, for you, I'm apologizing to you for making you having to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. It's so fucking backwards. And then when you read the text message, it's just like how he dismissed it. It was like, damn, bro. That's how you really feel about it? Word?
Like first of all, he was bragging about it. After it was like they both like says like, yo, this was a mistake, and it was like, you know what, blah blah blah, we did this and this. Is like, bruh, why are you out here glorifying this? Like this was.
And then this Twitlonger, bro. I knew this shit didn't make sense. The very moment in her Twitlonger, it said, hey, I just thought it was an accident. We were drunk. I didn't feel good about it. I was gonna leave it alone, whatever. But you bragged about it.
Yeah.
And then in his Twitlonger, he said, I don't remember this shit. My thing is, I don't think a random ass girl that nobody knows about is going to leave a community unless somebody of power has basically soured her name.
True.
If you mean there'd be no reason to. Why are you leaving the community unless like you're going through some personal shit, right?
Yeah.
But it's still a community. You're already a nobody, quote unquote. So why is you leaving the community such a big important thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm her, I wouldn't leave the shit unless I was getting rumors and shit spread about me, bro.
True.
And especially a nigga like D1, it's like this is the nigga that can't do no wrong in nobody's eyes. So if I speak up about it, nobody's gonna believe little old me. Then I'm definitely leaving this motherfucker. I'm leaving the internet.
Yeah.
So it's like, when he said he didn't remember that night, I knew he lied about it because at that point, she already said that he spread the shit on it the next day. So it's like, dog, if you
had to.
You had to.
Right.
There's no way you're getting drunk the next day just for you to be like, yeah, bro, I fucked shorty You know, she was
But I don't remember it.
I don't remember the details, but like, you know, we did fuck. It was kind of ass. It was it's whatever, bro. She'll be back with so and so. She was with that's when the MVD's girl. Make it sound like she a hoe or some shit. And now she getting eyes and shit, little snirks and shit at her, and she don't want to be a part of this shit. She's gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, dog, you lied about this shit. And this is my thing, like casual sex happens all the time. Motherfuckers have sex when they're drunk. If it's an accident, fuck it. You know, y'all both say all sorries and shit like that. You both do what you gotta do to make sure the other person's straight, and you go about your fucking business.
Right. Talk about it.
Talk about
have a conversation about what happened and move on.
But nigga, you dead ass literally the exact same night, exact same day. Because ain't no fucking party lasting until 12 o'clock.
Right. They don't end at midnight.
2 or 3 midnight or some shit in the morning or whatever. Nigga, that exact same day that you fucked, you woke up completely fine. See, now when you brag about it, we start to question how much of a drunk you were that night.
Yeah.
It's like, were you even that drunk? Were you tipsy? My nigga, you capping hard in that damn Twitlonger.
I've noticed that like most of the people that actually came out, their first response to the initial Twitlonger wasn't like, no, these are lies. When Zach came out, Nye was like, I'm tired of these lies. I'm tired of these lies. Another one comes out. Guess what he does? His Twitter is gone.
It's gone.
Man, look, hey, you smash niggas, bro, run me your fucking check marks, nigga.
Bruh.
Real talk, dog. Y'all don't deserve that shit. Run me your fucking check marks. One of you niggas, tired of this shit, dog. We be putting these niggas on fucking pedestals and shit, putting them in a position of power to put money in these communities or whatever, just for them to like, not even spit. I'm talking about shit on every single thing they've done. For people, for a community of people. Dog, how do you do that?
They ruined it for a lot of us, to be like I said, like even like Evo, like the Evo nigga, like you think that is the biggest. I think, to be honest, I understand people have emotional connections to people and shit like that. I think Mr. Wiz getting exposed for that shit is probably the biggest hit to gaming. Yeah.
Evo has been around for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
That was a fighting game Super Bowl. Like,
it was.
Like,
Exactly.
Niggas had premium ads on Twitch whenever Evo was going on.
No, they made an announcement first. They revealed character, bro. Nintendo before they were so reluctant to do anything Evo related. They announced a direct at Evo.
Yeah.
Like that is.
We're never getting Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
We're not getting that again like that.
I don't think we're not getting Marvel vs. Capcom 4. I don't think that would.
No, we don't deserve that shit. But, we don't deserve that.
No,
shit.
it's like Evo though in particular. I think, and this goes for a lot of the communities, both Evo and Smash, and the FGC overall. I know a lot of people are saying that we're in shambles, blah 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 blah. That, you know, the community's ruined, yada whatever. This is the perfect time to reform the community to what it should have been.
We gotta build
in the
it back.
first place.
We have to
build
it
Mr.
back.
Wiz, get him the fuck up out of here. Get him out. Like the fact that he's been pulling a Dan Snyder within the fighting game community is fucking ridiculous. The fact that there was like 3 or 4 people that knew probably and didn't say anything, but the mass majority of people had no fucking idea is ridiculous. Get him the fuck out. Keep him out. The Smash community and everybody doing all this shit. I do have mixed opinions about that, but that doesn't make anything. That doesn't make what they did not. Wrong.
It's still a stain on the community.
It's still a shitty thing, like, and you gotta go. You know, you gotta go. Just like Mikey said earlier, get some fucking help. And that brings in, because I asked you about this a while ago, Nick. That brings into another question that there's a lot of people asking now. You know, they're thinking about it and like, all right, cool. I agree with everybody what they're saying. So and so has to go. So and so is a bad thing. Whatever. What constitutes reform? You know what I mean? You got an answer for it?
Already, yeah.
It's easy as fuck. First and foremost, when it comes to communities built off on the internet, you look for the content creators. You got to think too, like content creators now. You know, we're in such a big ass position. You gotta look at the good apples at this point, right? Who are the content creators that everybody willingly ignored for their favorite pedophile? You know what I'm saying? That are just as good, if not better, as them. That are just as entertaining as streamers as them, that are just as good people as they like. You have to look at people that are already staples in their own right.
New era.
Yeah, and give them that, because it's like because I think like when it came to who I'm trying to think of, like, these are already seeds that were pre-planted way before any of this shit came out, right? There's a reason why certain content creators and certain people get blackballed or overlooked and shit like that. Yeah. Those same people are the people to reform this shit now. This whole new era shit is so easy to do because now you have people who, and the fucked up part about it is we still don't know about them, right?
Yeah.
But if we can, if you have to find people the moment everybody gets done with their hurt, because a lot of people are hurting right now. A lot of fans, a lot of people who are close, a lot of victims are re-experiencing their traumas and shit like that. The moment we all get done healing is the moment we start looking at people that we overlooked originally.
Yeah.
And start putting trust and faith into them and start giving them that position of power. Because I remember, the very first thing that happened when Nappy got put out, niggas looked at like me and Nexus because we were the only ones doing content creation.
True.
Yeah. I didn't want that shit, but I still got it, right?
Yeah.
And I remember there was like that lingering expectation of, oh yeah, I was a fan of him, but now I'm a fan of you. I've always been a fan of you, but now that that's just done, you're the only person that I watch.
Yeah, I'm not splitting my focus.
Damn.
Look how many times they cancel Keemstar, and what people say, watch scares.
Watch Philip DeFranco. Like, you have to start putting these other people that you overlooked openly. A lot of people have to admit that they were biased.
Yeah.
A lot of people have to admit that, yeah, dog, I ain't fuck with Buddy. But I mean, shit, you can't be selective with your morals and shit, my G. If you think this shit is wrong, my nigga, this shit is wrong. There is no exceptions to the rule all because of some fucking content. The same things that you overlooked are the good people now.
Yeah.
And your favorite is a pedophile. So what are we gonna do?
It's not much of a choice, to be honest, right? Like,
unless you're willing.
For some people, it is. For some people, it is.
Unless you're willing to leave and go find somebody else who's smaller than the guy that you overlooked, then fuck it then. Okay, we'll see you next time. Unfortunately, people have to understand that the same people that you idolize and the same people that watch you are replaceable over here on the internet.
Yeah.
There's a reason why niggas can have dead subscribers and then blow up the next year. There's a reason why niggas can have there's a reason why every new year there's a new nigga that's placing top 8 in some of these communities and shit.
Yeah.
And there's another new streamer that's going up. Like, there's a reason for this shit. As dead as you think it is in that scene, there's a reason why there's more people coming in and out of these things. So it's like, why is this such a hard question when it's really the people refusing to move on? Everybody's replaceable on this internet shit. Niggas can look at what I do, emulate that shit, and make it better.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool. And whether or not you choose to fuck with him or choose to fuck with me, that just goes to show where your loyalty is at with like me or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, if I came out to be a pedophile or whatever, I would be far from mad if you moved on and said fuck me. 100%. Like, I would be like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm never to be seen again. I come back like after like a year because, damn, bro, I remember when I did this, I remember when I did that. Let me go on my phone and see who's streaming or whatever. And this the new nigga that took my spot. It's like, okay, I can't be mad.
Yeah.
I can't. Nigga, I'm the one that fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's so easy, bro. Stop overlooking everybody and stop playing favorites. At the end of the day, you don't know who these people are.
True.
These people could change your life. These people could put like you out of like depression. These people can do all these good things for you, but I promise you, the last thing they do is give a damn about you because they don't know who you are unless you become their friend.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you listen to, like, I guess, motivational speeches. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you can listen to the speech. You can take the content from the speech. It can make you feel good. It can make you do. It could make you get your ass up and go out and do something better for yourself. But you take the content from the speech and not the person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this guy has got a wealth of knowledge. He's great at what he does. But I can't sit here and be like, yo, this guy, I love this guy. I want to meet this guy. I want to shake his hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't really be like that. You just have to take the content and do with that with your life.
It's the same thing like church. And this is something that I'm pretty sure we all know about.
Yeah.
There are certain people in church that idolize the pastor and not the message of the word that he's teaching to people.
Yeah. Preach that
and
shit.
You come to find out that the pastor's a fucked up person, but here he is giving you like motivational books of like triumph.
He has a really good understanding of the Bible.
Like that ass, like he's giving you the Bible and the lessons from it, but you're not paying attention to the lessons. You're paying attention to the person speaking it. And it's like, dog, like you're not getting it. This is not what this is for. You're supposed to take in the message and use it to like better yourself and then keep it pushing. You don't know who these people are. Yeah. And if you do, you can only hope. You can only hope that they're good people.
Yeah, you can only hope that they're good people. Like, not every bro. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna tell you just right now. The person that y'all see right now talking to you is not the same person that talks to their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I act totally different towards my kids. True. I do. Some would say I'm a very strict father. And I love my kids. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing
that was hard.
Bro, but seriously, like,
he's right, bro.
Like when my kids just happen to watch my videos when they were up, they'd be like, "You look so happy. You look," because it's something that I love to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they're fucking up upstairs and y'all hear the bumping and shit when I do my videos,
Mikey get up and be like,
I'm a fucking dad. I'm a different person. That's everybody.
True.
That's everybody.
Not even the camera's off, but I'm pretty sure like we've all did shit in the past, albeit not as horrible as the stories we talked here, but like we've obviously grown. So
for sure.
In the past and seen or heard shit we probably said is like we shouldn't look up to anyone. Like whatever you see on camera is only the shit that we allow you to see.
Exactly.
You know?
And I can definitely say like some shit that I've done in the past. I am a terrible person.
Shit.
Don't look at
everybody is though.
I was gonna say I think we all have a lot of things that we've done before.
That's the thing about it. When you go through life, bro, it's all about reformation. Like it's all just about like what you do to like the whole purpose of living is to grow.
Yes,
literally.
At some point in your life, you get to a point to where you'd be like, damn, I really have to do better. And for me, that point was actually in like 2018. Like it was just like, this shit right here, this ain't it. So I have to reform my way of thinking and I have to move forward. Now I'm not saying I was a jackass or a fuck, damn, I can't say that. But
but there's a reform right there though.
Exactly.
But it's just
that's
like
growth right there. Because if this was like 4 or 5 years ago, fuck it, nigga, let it fly.
Yeah,
let it go.
I would have definitely said that word, but it's just like there comes to a point in everyone's life to where you just want to do better for yourself.
Yeah.
And that will show. You know what I'm saying? That'll show on everything that you do. So as far if you're a content creator, if something's going on, if you're just putting on a facade, that's going to show. If you have this, like Kanye, let's take Kanye, for example. True. This man flipped to a whole Christianity thing. Something happened within this man's life to make him flip like that.
I'm just saying,
you know what I'm saying?
Something bad is happening when the last thing a nigga has is God.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, cause at that point it's like, fuck.
That's all you have at that point.
I gotta find something. I gotta find something.
Right. Yeah. And I say all this to say, you just really have to stop looking at the person and just enjoy the content. True. At the end of the day, enjoy the content. If the person comes out is shitty, you have less to lose when you just enjoy the content. Just like R. Kelly, absolutely loved all his all bangers, all of them.
He got bangers, classics.
Yeah. Classics. But I can't fuck with I can't fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? And I loved his music, but I can easily let that nigga go because Trey Songz is right there. But
true. It's
just like you gotta let it go. I can't idolize R. Kelly because he made Bump and Grind.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it, but fuck him. Fuck that nigga.
Exactly, because that's my thing. Like, a lot of people are starting to equate the product to like moments of times in their lives, and it's like, dog, like, I understand, like, for example, I keep bringing up Nappy, but this is like the best example of it. People always talk about like the penta ops or like the versuses or the solents or whatever. Like, yeah, I understand that was a good thing for you at that time that it came out, but like, dog, like, while that was going on, he was doing all this.
Yeah.
That's to let you know something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And instead of you like flashing out or whatever, like, my nigga, it's okay to move on. You will never get that feeling back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have to grow up.
Right. Adapt. You have to adapt.
I think something worth mentioning with just how we're talking about us growing up and whatnot, and all these cases, all these issues, is that because I form hypocritical questions in my head, and I'm like, the question at hand is, well, what about blank or D1 or whoever, you know, and that happened 3-4 years ago. What about, you know, how much they've changed now, or how do we dictate whether or not they change? And then I sit there and I think about it, and I listen to what you guys are saying about it, and then I piece it in my head as a means of some of them might have happened years ago, and then that's a whole different ballpark we can talk about. But for the most part, this shit is recent, and it's like, it's fresh. And then you don't even, in my opinion, if somebody were to change about something, you don't have to like openly incriminate yourself, right? No one wants to do that because there's consequences with that. But you both physically, verbally, and mentally, like the way you carry yourself changes from then to now. And you can clearly tell, like, there's a difference that you can tell, especially in a man, when they were doing shit they weren't supposed to be doing, and then now they're not doing said shit.
And you know what's crazy
Like,
about that?
you know?
Think about it. Do you think D1, if he did change throughout those years, do you think he would still lie in his Twitlonger? No.
I think no. Exactly. I think no. I think he would have openly admitted what happened, because
if you grew as a person and you changed so much, you would have came out about it. You would have talked about it. Like, yes, this did happen, and you know, fuck it. This did happen. To be honest, I didn't know how to address it at that time, but now that it's out in the open now, let's just get it done and over with. I do apologize to so-and-so. I apologize to anybody that looked up to me or whatever. I apologize to MVD for this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I apologize to everybody that looked up to me. Like, I fucked up.
Right.
And
and that's how it should have been.
The thing is,
that's exactly how it should have been.
When they do those apologies like that, like, those aren't really apologies to the harm victim.
No.
Yeah, he should have sat down with her. The first thing to do would have been address her.
It would have been like, these are apologies to, like, guys, I'm sorry I let you down. It's like, fuck us.
Right.
You know what's real crazy though? I've been seeing a lot of people besides the actual victims over the last couple years or so talk about
what they demand and what they want, what should happen,
and what they forgive. Yeah, like, what the fuck are you to forgive?
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't shit, but nigga, you take content in, right? You aren't the person that's affected. You aren't the friend that's affected. You aren't even related to the nigga. Who the fuck are you to accept forgiveness?
Bro, I responded to a tweet literally last night before bed, and I was like, all right, I'm done with Twitter, because it was just it was too much. And the tweet was, and it, you know, it was getting traction, and it was, Senpai just ran away. She should come back and say something for her friends. And I'm like, the fuck does she have to say? Like, what can you, first of all, what can she come back and say that's gonna appease anybody?
Her friends already took it.
You know, and I'm like, bro, like, what do you need her to say to you? Like, you being a fan that looked up to her for commentating and playing, you know, Zero Suit Samus, whatever. Like, what do you need her to say?
Right.
Oh, well,
that's just
Nairo came back.
Activity.
That's not a fucking excuse. Like, that doesn't matter. You know, she's gone. Get her the fuck out. She can't come back and say anything. If she were gonna say anything to somebody, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Puppe or Puppe. Okay, she would have just hit up Puppe and be like, "Yo, look, I shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z." Blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. She got his number. Call him up. You know, if Puppe never came out and said, "Yo, Senpai hit me up and we talked about it or whatever, we're good," he doesn't have to. That whole interaction is not for anybody else in the world to witness and then judge. And that's a lot of things that people have to come in a conclusion with, is that all these things that happen, these victims, these stories, everything that happens, that's not for us to be the judge of. Twitter, I hate Twitter court, by the way. Twitter is not court. We are not judge, jury, and executioner. That's not for us to decide. Just because we see it, because we're outraged by it, does not mean that we have the right to be like, all right, you know what? Execute D1. We just judge D1 right here. Execute D1. That's the jurisdiction that we're gonna give. That's not our call. We're not the people that were fucking getting drunk that night. That's not on us. That's totally not on us.
And you know what's real crazy about that too is that like some people would be like, oh, well, I did all this for this person, and then like they'll try to attach like some type
I
of,
donated $4.99.
Yeah, like they'll try to like attach like their selves to that person. It's like, dog, you got attached to the persona of somebody online. Do you not know how weird you look, how weird that is, and how dumb that logic is when applied to the situation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at yourself for a moment, my nigga. Some of these niggas are grown ass men.
Fanatics.
Why? I want you to know, bro, man. I don't understand. Social media gave a lot of nobodies a lot of something to talk about.
Yep.
And that's what really sucks is that a lot of people don't know anything about that. They're just judging these situations off of the knowledge they have. And it's like, yeah, people can have opinions or whatever, but not everybody has to speak it. It's okay to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
it is.
You know that, right? It's okay to if you don't know a lot about a topic, then by all means, it's okay to shut up and look.
And it's okay to say I don't know.
It's okay, like, bro. Like all this is like nobody asked for. Like, bro, there's niggas with two followers having like a whole Twitlonger and shit. Basically, them analyzing shit and saying, "Oh, I hope when they come back, or if they come back, they can apologize to us and we can get back to normalcy." It's like, my nigga, who are you to decide normalcy?
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to how shit was. I want things to change.
We don't want to go back.
I'm gonna keep it bitch. This is right here, dog. Because yesterday, PK, PK the God got exposed. Literally. PK got exposed and admitted to doing the shit that he did literally on Shizzy's stream.
Damn.
I watched Shizzy dead ass, a grown ass man. Me and him have had like one or two altercations or whatever in the past. But in that moment, like all that shit went to the side because I knew how that felt. Right?
Yeah.
I saw that grown ass man and everybody else in the chat literally burst into fucking tears because their best friend of 10 years came out to fucking grooming hella teenagers and shit and literally dating and having sex with a minor.
Yeah. You know the worst part? I'm not gonna say the worst part, but like the thing, not even them crying about it, because I've seen Shizzy cry before with the etiquette thing. I've never seen Joey come out of character. I've never heard Joey get angry. I've never heard him get upset. Joey was damn near in tears yelling about PK. And the thing that really drove me was when I sat there and I listened to it, because I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was 10 hours and some things I just couldn't get through. Yeah, PK had such an audacity in his tone to not give a fuck. And that's what really got under my skin about it, was like, you acknowledge what you did and then you still don't see the problem. It's like, hey bro, yeah, I did this thing, but it's not my fault. They came on to me. Hey man, no, it's not my fault, dog. She looked too good. Hey man, no, that's not my fault, bro. She was in my DMs first. Like, it's like, dog, that's not what they're coming at you about. You're their homie, and they're that right there was them initiating. Because we get into a position like me, Moon, Sacred, Afro, Mikey, any one of us get caught up for any bullshit, right? It comes into a question of like, all right, how do we address that's our homie, that's our friend. We can't just throw him to the streets. Something has to happen first. We have to talk to him before we just throw him out. We got to figure out what's the plan. And that was that moment. That was them trying to figure out what's the plan. How do we help PK? What do we do? First, we need to address what happened. PK, did you do it? Yes or no? Okay, great. What the fuck are you going to do about it? How do we help you? What do you need for us to do to help you not do the shit that you're doing? How do you get better? And it's like, you just throw it in their face. Cause
I know it hurts to find this shit out, but I remember how Shady addressed the Nappy situation. It was like, yeah, that shit hurt, but I was still his friend because I was hoping that he got help.
Yeah.
And it's like I look at that situation. It's like, yeah, bro, you did this shit, and as much as I want to beat your fucking ass, you my nigga, and if there's anything I can do, it's to get you some type of fucking help, right?
Yes.
How he addressed that situation, it was like there was no saving the man's, and it was like, I think that's the real heartbreaking part about it.
I think that's what hurts the most.
Yeah.
When they don't think they don't
want to
wrong.
change. They don't see what they did was wrong, and they don't change. That's the killer part.
Mm-hmm. You know, you can definitely, and that goes into what I was saying earlier about the reform and whatnot. You know, people just like, okay, for instance, Nairo's apology, right? Perfect public apology. I don't know who did his PR, but great. So him announcing, I fucked up. This is on me. I'm gonna get help. I'm taking full accountability. Yada yada, whatever. And then, you know, taking a step back. I'm not on social media. I'm not going to any tournaments. Yada yada. I accept whatever the fuck happens within the community. That's a perfect PR move. That also dictates him announcing that he's gonna get help. You know, so for Sam Sora, you know, in particular, I don't know if Sam Sora is doing this at all, but I'm just saying, like, as a homie that I recognize from Twitch or Twitter, Sam Sora within full rights, hey bro, I'm gonna take you down to wherever the fuck they help people like you, and we're gonna get some help. Hey man, I know you don't need it, but like, here's $2K for your first therapy session. Like, we're gonna get you some help. And that's what comes into that. That's how, you know, your homie is supposed to help you.
That's the
and a
love
lot
I
of
was
people
talking
think
about
like we're just
earlier.
gonna throw people to the streets. We don't have to throw our homies to the streets. You know, you don't have to throw your homie to the street. You need to help that motherfucker. That's what it is.
That's what the point is. Because like when those people get attacked, like when Nairo got attacked, he sent like a message, and honestly, like nobody
It was
knew
scary.
it was gonna be just suicide or whatnot. Because like it's one to like them to acknowledge that it is wrong, but like at the same point, you don't want to lose a life over this type of shit. Like, of course, be some people like, oh, what the fuck, you know, they harm children, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like if it's your homie, it's like, damn, like if you have the chance of like helping your homie, you know, reform,
exactly.
Like, you don't want to see him go out on that note. Imagine your last memories of your homies being that shit.
Bro,
you attacking that motherfucker.
A long way. It's like, man, you really came a long way. Like, that's two different timelines you could be living in.
That's how it felt when like the day that Nappy got like exposed or whatever. I remember him like panicking, like messaging everybody, trying to get in contact with people, trying to get like people on his defense or whatever. And then it was like for these people to come out, for people to like sit there and say like, yeah, you guys just threw Nappy to the side or whatever. I threw Nappy to the side the moment he went live on stream in front of 5,000 people and lied.
And lied,
that's what I made my decision, because when everybody came out about their stories, I was already in a call with several people learning about more details about these situations that were coming out and taking in information or whatever and just learning as much as I can. He was trying to find people to be on his side, as little people as there were. And the moment that he went live to address the situations, there was no acknowledgement of it. He beat around the bush that motherfucker and blamed Mo for everything. And it's like, at that point, I sat there and I made my decision. I said, okay, fuck him then.
Yeah.
Because if you can sit in there, see, if you can sit there as a friend, if you can sit there and get live on 5,000 people and address this, and not even address the allegations, address the people calling you out and then bash Mo for like 5 hours. Not saying that Mo's a good person, because he got outed out being a fucking creep a couple weeks ago. Not saying that he's a good person, but for you to like deflect the situation onto somebody else and not you, I already made my decision, dog.
You even said it in call right before he started that stream and you jumped out. You were like, if he owns up to everything that he's saying, like all these accusations, if he just comes out with whatever he's going on, if he apologizes, you know, he tries to say I'm gonna make amends or whatever. All right, cool. I'm still there. You know, we can get you some help.
I'm not going front to nobody, bro. And I understand niggas gonna have this weird niggas have this weird shit perception of me because I've addressed it so long. I remember the day that Nappy got exposed. I was literally one of the last people on his side still, until he went live on Stone Twitch and lied to everybody. I was literally in calls defending my nigga or whatever, telling everybody to shut the fuck up, like come on dog, relax. And the moment he came out and me and Shady got into our little private call or whatever, we just chopped it up and we watched the stream together. At that point, it was just like, I just sat there and just watched. And at that point, it was like, okay, I obviously need to reevaluate. First of all, apologize to the people that I told to shut the fuck up in my calls or whatever when it came to addressing this shit, you know. And then I had to go and tell the people that already cut him off, but were about to cut me off that same day, right? Yeah. Apologize to them or whatever and be like, I'm sorry. I didn't know. And in that whole entire week, I was just fucked up. And that's when I got mad. And that's when you get the fucking a whole year later podcast episode and shit when he came back or whatever. Like that shit, there's actual shit that people don't know about. So it's like for people to sit there and judge off of some fucking content. It's like, how fucking dare you, my nigga? I don't give a fuck about your goddamn Pokemon Let's Play. That's my that was my fucking nigga. I will kill one of you niggas for that man. Not you three, but one of these viewers or whatever for that nigga. That's my nigga. For you to sit there and judge me for throwing him away, like I don't know the nigga compared to you and your weird obsession with his content. How fucking dare you?
Yeah, because they go with these huge fallacies.
For his like that was your homie, like regardless of content aside, like
like y'all hanging out at the house or whatever, doing all these events together. Like, hey man, you want to just come kick it? No content,
bro, we went over to the man's crib and they make no videos, bro. Yeah, no videos, no streams, my nigga. We got drunk, played basketball, and that was it. And it's like, dog, for you to sit here and basically chalk up my 5 or 6 years, my childhood damn near of friendships and shit to me using somebody, bitch nigga, for what?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, my nigga. This shit is bigger than some fucking Pokemon Let's Play, my nigga. This shit is bigger than some fucking Smash game. This shit is bigger than some motherfucking Twitch live stream. What the fuck are you talking about?
Talk.
These are my fucking people. How fucking dare you? How dare you attack victims and shit, friends of these motherfuckers, actual people that knew these niggas in real life and shit over some fucking content.
This shit's hard.
Fuck is going on here? So that's my thing is like, hopefully, and I'm really happy this shit is out, and I'm really glad people are feeling the way that they feel, because I'm really happy that people can finally get to their thick fucking skulls. You're not supposed to idolize these niggas. They don't know you. You don't know them. You just consume content. And remember that no matter how much somebody has affected you in your life, they are replaceable. There's a reason why these people are there for you at the time of your life and why you outgrow people.
True.
They're done. They've outweighed their usefulness in your life, and that is perfectly fine.
It's okay to grow up. It's okay to let people go.
Exactly.
It is absolutely okay.
It doesn't make you any less of a person. It doesn't make you any less of a loyal subscriber. It doesn't make you any less of a man. It doesn't make you any less of a, like, bro, it doesn't make you any less of nothing to move on and grow up. That's the whole purpose of life.
Yeah. Just take what you learn from that situation and go on.
And keep it pushing, bro. And for you to sit there and condemn other people that didn't really do anything, it's like, dog, I get it, you're emotional, but you lashing out and holding on to that shit is gonna hurt you more than moving on from it.
Facts.
Because now you're gonna be a grown ass man holding grudge to an internet nigga you'll never meet. And say you do go to a convention, what are you gonna do?
You're not squaring up, I'll tell you that.
And some of these niggas are weird enough to bring a fucking gun to these places. But guess what? You can't even do that now, because most of these conventions now, in the last 5 years, are checking for it. Their security and shit. They're looking for this shit now. They're aware that these niggas are crazy and they have guns.
Yeah, and a good thing that's coming out of like all these like shits is like we've seen like the stuff from like Regen, like they have like the new reform of like going forward, you got to bring a guardian, like this shit, like things like this. It's like you start to think like, wait, this wasn't always the case. It's like when you're older or there's like a bar there can no longer be minors at this event. It's like these types of like rules is like this should always be in place, but guess what? It's in place now, and going forward is like that's good as long as they enforce it and more people enforce it.
Yes.
Going forward,
that needs to happen.
Unfortunately,
I've been saying that.
Shit like this, though.
Yeah, you know, you people need new fucking parents. That's a motto for me. But point being is that you got a lot of parents, you got a lot of guardians that just letting their kids go. Your kid's 13, 14 years old. You're just letting them fucking get on the plane. All right, cool, have fun, bro. You send your young ass teenage kid by himself or by herself the fuck across the country to hang out with a bunch of adults. You don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know,
I'd be fucking damn if I let you my kids.
That's what I'm doing, Mikey. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. I could never imagine having a fucking kid and then my kid is just gone, phone dead, I don't know if you have your medicine. Like that whole story when she wrote that and that one line about the things that she didn't have fucking broke me. I'm like, dog, there's no way I'd ever let my kid do some shit like that. Yeah. There's no way if I were her guardian, if I was her homie at that time and she was doing that, there's no way I'd let her. Hey, bro, is your phone charged? No, all right, cool. You're going back to the hotel. You're staying here until your phone's charged. You got your medicine? No, you don't. All right, cool. You're not going. You're not doing no drinking, none of that. It's just like certain shit needs to be applied and people don't fucking understand this concept. For every action has a reaction. I've grown up with that life message from my dad. Period. Nobody seems to fucking get it. It's weird.
I remember my first trip. I was 18. I literally just turned 18. My first trip was to PAX South. It was the very first PAX South, and my mom. We were arguing. Mikey remembers this shit. Me and my mom were arguing back and forth for like weeks or whatever because it was like, Mom, I'm gonna pay for everything. You don't have to come out of anything like that. I'm gonna be good. You know, I'm meeting up my people or whatever. And you know, she was very hesitant on it. And it's like, you know, 10 years into this shit, now I see why.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of just like, damn, bro. Like, I remember PAX South, all the people who were above 21 made sure I didn't drink.
Yeah. Because weird motherfuckers exist.
Yeah, all the people that were of age definitely made sure that like I couldn't be around at the functions whenever adults were doing their things. Yeah. Sure, I felt some type of way because it's like my parents aren't here, right? But it's like looking back at it now, it's like
you're looking out for you.
They're looking out for me. I'm better off without the shit anyway. And I mean, if they let me drink or whatever, now I'm an 18-year-old drunk ass kid in Texas with no means of communication or some shit.
Yeah. Bingo. That's my exact thing. So you know, that's my exact thing. You don't know who slipped what in your drink. You didn't make the drink. You don't know the rules, quote unquote, of drinking and how to go out publicly, you know, with said drinks, how to watch your drink, how to not let go of your drink. Nobody's taught you that yet because you're not of drinking age. Right, you know, your mom's not worried about you going out there and drinking because she probably didn't even know that that's there, you know, so that's not crossing her mind. So when you do get out there, you know, it's ridiculous how many things are allowed to happen at these events. And then I'm gonna say it because someone's gonna call me a victim blamer or whatever, but I'm not. I hold people accountable. I don't care who the party is. People need to be held accountable. You cannot let these minors be out here doing alcohol or drinking alcohol, smoking weed. You don't know if the weed is fucking laced with any kind of drug. You don't know where the drugs came from. They're out here eating edibles. There is so many kids getting fucked up at these, and not even tournaments, by the way. These don't happen at tournaments. It's the after parties. You go to Evo, you go to these tournaments, it's the after party. You go to these cons, it's the fucking hotel parties, the after parties. Hey man, where's the party at? Oh, it's in so-and-so's room 301. Bet, let's go. You know, your older friends are taking you to room 301. You get there and they're gone. They're hanging out with their friends doing whatever the fuck they're normally doing. You're sitting there, you're being a wallflower, you're mingling, whatever the fuck you're trying to do, because you don't know what to do. They shouldn't have left you or brought you there. That's the whole point. I can't force anybody to not do anything. Yes, you can. You're the adult.
That's why at PAX, I was at PAX East, the most recent one before this Corona shit happened. We had a couple minors at our little thing, and I made sure like they did not touch a lick of alcohol.
Yeah, I had to double up on that.
I was like that too when that first year we went. I was like, yeah, shit.
Yeah, niggas looked at me like, nah. I remember Gabe was like, I remember the very first night Gabe was like making me a drink. I'm like, how old are you? I'm 18. No.
It's a lie. Let me have that, bro.
and then just for me to look away, turn around, he has a drink, and I'm okay. Since you're drinking now, I'm gonna take care of him and shit. I'm
like, you know, somebody needs to be on watch all the time.
Somebody gave you that drink or whatever. Okay, cool. Now you're drunk or whatever. Making sure he has his water. Making sure he's like over there with some shit. Make sure he's good and he's coming down. Because that's just what that was. I think that was the parent in me.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. Because if something would have happened to him that night, all of us, all of our heads,
gonna be
it doesn't matter who came in there and it's not their fucking place. It's like, bro, a cop shows up because for anything that happens, we got to call the ambulance. Everybody going under, you know? All right, well, what happened?
Guy Williams caught a lot of flack because a lot of the shit, he may not be directly involved, but it happened under his residence. And people started putting questions like, this is under your household, your house, and you're allowing minors or like these sexual interactions that happen with minors in your residence. Like, we have known But the thing is, it was his job to know, you know?
Yes,
Right.
as you are the one in control. You're going under,
Like,
bro.
if I'm hosting a party, I can't get blackout drunk.
Yes,
Like if I'm hosting a
exactly.
party, dog, I'm the one that can't get blackout drunk.
Yeah,
I cannot. I'll take a couple sips here and there, but I'm back and forth,
Right,
room
back
to room,
and forth,
hall to hall.
checking on
Whoop,
shit.
whoop, whoop,
Mhm.
whoop, whoop, whoop,
I
whoop.
will micromanage the fuck out of a party.
I did that. Yo, remember at Tony's crib or whatever? Where I was moving around. I was moving around that bitch like, y'all good? Yeah, you drinking water? Okay, cool. Let's move back and forth and shit. Cause it's like, dog, we're all grown and shit. The moment anything bad happens, this whole shit is a wrap. And I don't get
That's what I kept saying. That if nobody sensible or not drunk wasn't there, and I don't want to name any names because I don't know if he can get in trouble for anything like that. But at Tony's party, if you were there, somebody could have died that night specifically because if nobody was there to watch him to catch him from falling down the stairs to have his back, somebody could have died that night. One of your favorite fucking content creators could have died that night because everybody and their mama want to get drunk and nobody's, watching anybody. Y'all can't be out here fucking just being irresponsible. People do stupid ass shit and then expect nothing to happen.
And all you grown ass niggas don't know how to handle your fucking alcohol. Stop drinking. Real talk.
Facts.
Some of y'all just don't know, like, need to know the environment where you can drink, because like you can't go out and pop. Like if you're angry drunk, or you just get know your limits, like
and
you're
know your
out here
drinks,
touching on
too.
fucking people when you're drunk. Stop, don't drink.
Know your drinks.
I never heard of.
Hell yeah. Can I get a Hawaiian macchiato, bro? What the fuck is that? I don't know, but it sound good. Yeah.
Events, they see like they meet up with their friends for the first time, they taking these drinks, and like obviously they feel like the pressure, like I know, bitch, I'll take what they have and whatever, they're taking shots. Now guess what? Now they assed out, blackout drunk.
Yeah, your friend been drinking for years, dog.
I'm not gonna front you. I tell everybody, I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you to drink,
bruh.
If you want to, you know what I'm saying, talk to me. But if not,
I know what to get.
I'm not here to, I'm not here to peer press you, whatever. I'm a drink.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you good, we're good. But if you end up drinking, don't worry, I got this. I got this.
Yeah.
I know how to drink. I know how to drink my little drinks, sip my water back and forth, chill out for a little bit, go back and forth, drink a drink, sip my water afterwards or whatever, feel it for a moment, feel the room, look around and shit. It's you got it. It's something you have to do because you have to be responsible.
You got to be responsible. You have to drink responsibly.
And
there's a bunch of grown kids doing grown adult shit.
All of our conventions, right? And all of our conventions, all of our friends are drinking. Unfortunately, and I must just say this right now, unfortunately, some kids were drinking not minus 18 or whatever, but like obviously 18, 19, 20, they were drinking or whatever. And Mikey will tell you, like, we make sure that they're good. Like they don't do anything. Like if they end up drinking or whatever, we watch them.
Yep.
And as much as that fuck us over, because nobody wants to babysit nobody or whatever, right?
Oh,
that's a consequence. They shouldn't have been drinking. That's the consequence.
The last, except minus the last PAX I went to, the first PAX I went to, I babysitted. The second one and the third one, I babysitted. Mm-hmm. Back then I was known as the drunk uncle. I would get, I would be the type to join the call drunk. But when we went out there, I didn't drink for real. Like I would probably have like 2 beers and maybe a rum and coke or some shit like that. But if unless we was at the Twitch party, because that's 18 up. I got fucked up at the Twitch party, but that's a different story. But no, but like when we were drinking, like with the homies around, I didn't drink that much because I didn't buy the beer. I didn't buy the alcohol most of the time. And if I did, definitely no underage people was doing it. I'm clearing my name right then and there. But I'm not finna tell a bunch of grown ass motherfuckers what they can and can't do. I'm gonna suggest, but I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not your fucking dad. I'm not your dad. You grown and you out here by yourself. So, and it did happen. And I'm not naming no names, but I was the one to be like, well, I guess I can't get shit-faced drunk because everybody else is.
So I got to babysit.
All the responsibility that like just a community member would have, it's just like You just don't want to be present and like know like shit went down and you could have done something, you know?
Right.
Yes.
You gotta do due diligence, and that's what it's all about. Like if you're having a party, whatever. Because guess what? A police officer show up at the party and
Talk about the details.
Bro, if a cop were to ever come to any of these parties, they would have all been in jail for the night. Whose house is this? Oh, I don't know. Jail. Whose house is this? Oh, jail. Is this your house? Yeah, this is my house. What's going on here? I don't know, man. I'm drunk. Jail.
Yeah, like you're out.
Yes.
Like, look, you're done. And that's just it. It just all comes down to motherfuckers of age being adults, being responsible. And at the end of the day, like if you gonna have these minors at these functions, you can't drink. You can't even get shit faced. You can't even fuck it. Some of y'all can't even handle alcohol.
Bro, just take the alcohol away.
Take the shit away from the function at that point. Some of y'all niggas don't need to be having parties, bro.
true.
That ass.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know you're not that guy, why are you even there? Why are you even hosting? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You gotta. If you're starting to hold people accountable, dog, everybody gotta be held accountable.
Everybody.
All parties
Niggas gotta get held. Everybody has to be held accountable, bro.
Yes. And ladies, this is specifically for y'all. Y'all need to learn. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear it. You know, I can wear whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. That's fine. You do that. Y'all need to learn how to protect yourselves, not with guns, not with knives. I mean, that helps.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is overall, you need to learn how to carry yourself and protect yourself in these situations. You know, if you've never drunk before, don't go out there and get shit faced. If you go there with friends, stay with your friends. You know, when you pick up a drink, and these are lessons that I'm teaching you from my dad. So, you know, pay attention. You pick up a drink or you get a drink, you get that shit straight from the bar, straight from the bartender, whoever it is, somebody you trust, and you keep it in your hand. You don't sit the drink down. You don't walk away for 30 minutes, come back, you just my drink. No, don't do that. If you don't know if that's your drink or not, you left it there for more than a minute, leave it alone. Go get a different drink. You know, that's, you don't know what the fuck was put in there. You don't know who did what. Leave it alone. Don't grind up and, you know, do whatever on these guys you don't know, and they start touching on you. Speak up for yourself. No, stop touching me. Hey, I don't want that. You know, go walk to your friends. Go be with your friends.
Somebody at those functions that will speak up and or fight for you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
there will
absolutely.
always be that one nigga in the corner like, hey, yo, bro, what the fuck you doing? He don't even know you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then like, if you react with some shit like, nah, nigga, no, I don't want that. Nah, and other niggas start getting touchy. There will be at least be one nigga in that function. And be like, all right, hold on. What's up? What's going on here?
You had people coming to me at the PAX party for y'all's house or whatever, just because I was yelling at niggas. I don't interact with nobody like that. But because I made that one yell, you got people, hey, this is going on. Can you help us? Hey, this just happened. We need some help. Hey, this is going on with so-and-so and I don't want it. Can you help me? I got you. You know, you have to speak up. You cannot be afraid of speaking up, because when you don't speak up, nobody knows anything. If you leave a party and I don't know where you are or something, nobody knows where you are. Nobody can help. We're on a goose chase at that point.
The sad truth is women got to look out for themselves in a different way that men have to look out for themselves.
Absolutely. Right. And it's the hard truth. You know, we can fight about it all day, but that's the current reality of the world we live in, and that needs to be accepted.
I'm gonna say this right now, unfortunately. There is not a trend, a viral tweet, there is not a viral post on the internet that will change anything in the actual moment of the party, of whatever. Like none of that's like niggas online do not care. Niggas IRL do not care about what they say on the internet.
True.
Yes.
There are niggas who literally look at the internet just for their victims and shit, just for their people or whatever. So it's like they know the secrets and shit. Your viral tweets about how men should act isn't gonna stop. It's not gonna stop these niggas from acting the way they act.
Yeah,
they know how to defend yourselves and really speak up, because these niggas do not give a fuck. It's clear.
Like really,
let's reiterate,
like
really, not
really
normal niggas.
out,
normal niggas know how to fucking act. Weird people that y'all keep interacting with, because half the community, more than half the community, is socially inept. Those are the motherfuckers y'all make tweets about. They don't care. Then the same ones that be arguing with you, hashtag not all men. Those are the people that don't care, and those are the same people at your parties. Y'all need to watch that shit.
All I want to say is to the ladies out here, you have to learn to not be coy. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to make men accountable for what they say.
True. You're gonna get a dick.
You can't laugh it off like it's just you can't. And that's the thing. Like, if somebody says something out of pocket, you really have to make them think about what the fuck they said. You have to say, yo, what the fuck did you mean about that? Oh, I was just joking. No, explain to me exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
Because that's just not cool.
Yeah, don't just be aggressive online, bro.
Get loud about it.
Yes.
Get fucking loud about it.
Hey, dog, and I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna need y'all to actually start putting that tweet energy into actual reality. All that I don't owe men shit. I need you to actually live that shit. That ass.
Yeah.
Niggas don't owe you shit from fucking Adam, my nigga. Y'all gotta talk. Y'all gotta be like, fuck you, nigga. In their face, fuck them.
If we talk about like this whole Twitch shit, like niggas be donating like tens of hundreds of gift subs. Meet you up at a con is like, yo, after all adult, like they're trying to like get they most up to
right. That's their pickup line is them donating for years.
Support, like, first of all, my nigga, it's a gift sub. It's a gift.
It's a
all right.
gift.
They don't owed you nothing. All right.
Be like, hey, I don't owe you shit. Thank you.
Right, and I took your money.
That's about it.
Yeah, big facts.
That's about it.
Big facts.
I know what you're looking for. Move.
Thank you. Refunds. Goodbye. You know, like,
right. And when he start fucking acting weird, all right, man, I got something for your ass. I got something for your ass.
Because I'm pretty sure all these girls got male friends that will show that nigga the ropes.
Shit.
Easy. I know.
I know.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, hey, let me know what's up. We can have that nigga laid out like it's nothing. I don't know what you want from us. We can do it.
Put the request in.
I was gonna say, put the notes in. Let us know. It can happen.
True.
I don't give a fuck about a convention being banned or some shit from. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
I don't mind chilling in the crib and shit, waiting for y'all to come.
Because they're not gonna ban me from the city.
That's the thing, though. Like real talk, like that ass. Like I just want. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy all this shit is happening.
True. Not even just this. The Black Lives Matter, like all this shit, like this whole year.
Yes.
All of June
Right.
is some of the most transformative. Like,
true.
We gotta get all this bullshit out. Like, people. The thing is, people are at home.
True.
They have no other choice but to look at the shit that's in front of them. Like, they can't be distracted by work. They can't be, just unless you're just willingly ignorant. And that's what we're dealing with now. We have to deal with the willingly ignorant.
What we're fighting against.
And we either gotta wake them up or get them the fuck out. Cause changes are coming, and it's gonna be changed for the better for everyone. Like we say, Black Lives Matter. When Black Lives Matter, everyone's life will be that much better. I fucking promise you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I promise you.
True.
So I mean, it's just
we're home, quarantine. And not just that, is like it's also mentally taxing because a lot of people are used to going out and like decompressing and shit. But now everyone's at like a critical high moment of just stress. Now there's civil unrest on top of that. There's a pandemic on top of that. Now there's sexual assault. At that point, people are just like, bro, I've had enough. Now things got to change now.
I'ma handle it. It's time for me to
right. And we need more. We need more of that. We need more. Man. We definitely need more to come up and speak out against all this bullshit. And I absolutely, Balvin is my nigga.
True.
He comes up, he's on the front lines of everything. Yo, you want gaming? You got it. You want women's rights? You got it. You want Black Lives Matter? You got it. This nigga's on top of everything.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm surprised he's still
what's crazy is Balvin feels like he's never asleep. Because the moment something drops, he's damn near there. There's been like 2 times that I've seen him not on time with it. Sometimes Balvin is tweeting shit before the actual company tweets it.
That nigga Balvin.
He's a vampire.
I want you to know every sleep. I promise you, whenever a game gets announced, that nigga is already there with the gifts. Like
that's what I'm saying, dog. Full ass videos and everything.
Full videos, all that shit. I'm like, nigga,
and Miles Morales was it dropped. He had high-res screens of shit I even seen in the trailer. Like,
yes.
Go in your next room. Like, how do you get this shit,
bro? I was like, wow.
I don't give a fuck with I want you to know. I'm gonna let you know I said that shit. Nigga Balvin is a vampire.
Yo,
Damn.
Look at his look on the timeline. You're gonna see Balvin's tweets. You're gonna see the high quality ass GIF. You're gonna see the fucking screenshots and shit. I'm gonna respond to the shit. My nigga, you are a vampire. And there's exactly this is why, bro.
and he treats every situation like, even if it's game, he's on the forefront. You know, if it's black, he's on the forefront. Like sexual, he's on the forefront. You know, so highly recommend.
I'll be sitting here, I'm like, damn, bro, Balvin, bro, again. We can't do it again. Like, damn, bro, fuck. He on it more than the actual victims themselves. He applying pressure to a different degree.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And
cool,
we all need to keep that. We all need to keep that pressure applied.
True.
Yeah, basically.
And I was just talking to like Omega and Balvin, like, with all the Smash niggas and shit, like, obviously someone that's like in the Smash spheres is like, listen, like, these niggas already like did a lot of damage, but the least we can do is start to like build a ground up and build a community of Smash that's away from all that fuck shit. Because now guess what? Remember like when Nappy did all this shit? What people say, oh, you're a PokeTuber, you're messing with kids. Now niggas gonna start looking at Smash like, oh, you messing with kids, you're a Smash, like you Smash tuber, like you're gonna have like everyone in the Pokemon community has to do a lot to rinse out the shame and all of like negative press. Even the FGC, like this gaming in general, we're gonna have to do a lot to just overwrite the shame and like the corruption that they actually gave us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a damn shame, but that's the reality.
And that's years. You know what I'm saying? That's years worth of a lot of suppressed shit, a lot of shit kept in the dark.
True.
A lot of people traumatized, going through their PTSD flashbacks. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that we gotta attack. We gotta get comfortable with, and we gotta attack and address. And it's about doing that shit in that order, and moving forward from that. And hopefully we get to that.
I seen that big ass plate, Moon. I mean, you can eat, dog, like, because I know that shit kind of getting cold.
I was about to say, bro, you food cold?
Bro, I got myself some right, bro. You see the
bro, eat that. What are you doing? You could have been eating.
I'm good. And I got a microwave and a fridge right next to me. I'm good.
Nah, bro, you can eat if you're hungry, dog. Yeah, Mikey eats all the time. I'm surprised Mikey didn't get dinner, bro, because he always eating.
I'm gonna keep it a bit with you. When I got up and when Goku was talking, whatever, my food came in, I completely devoured that shit.
Damn.
I only had like 3 tacos, my G. Relax.
Okay.
This is a lot more than 3 tacos. I'm like,
I was just gonna say, you can start picking that shit, dog. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all, trust me, this shit will get by.
He said, "Get on my plate, bro."
Y'all like, yo, finish your food. I haven't started. Relax.
Hey, you gonna finish that, dog?
The niggas is eating, bro. You know, drink your water at least.
Yeah, I'm
drink your waters.
Yeah, I already killed mine, bro.
Okay.
I was about to drink this Red Bull, but I guess I don't need it.
Well, I guess we touched on everything.
We did.
We bodied that. Well, I guess, with that being said, decent 2-hour stream. We got questions. I was gonna say we got questions. We're gonna run through them really quick because it's already 2 hours long or whatever. I would just start going through these hoes as fast as possible. From Alex, is there any game that you played that really made you sit and just think about life? A game that was so impactful that it almost did change your perception
of life overall?
Let's do recently.
Oh, recently?
Since y'all are taking forever, I will say
I was gonna say that's a thinker.
Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
How?
The regular Digimon Cyber Sleuth was just a regular ass RPG, regular ass Digimon collecting game, kind of like a Pokemon game or whatever. And that was it. But what I noticed from the sequel game was the sequel was actually a lot more story developed and shit, like, right? And so these characters are, you have 2 characters specifically who were relatives whose parents died in a car crash or whatever. The older brother wants to protect the little sister. The little sister doesn't want to put that pressure on him So he like looks, so she like looks up after him and shit, but still trying to like make sure he gets his space. He's trying to cope with some shit while still having to be the leader in his little group or whatever. And near the end, I don't want to spoil anything, but near the end, it gets to a point where there's something happens to the sister, and unfortunately, you find out that he cared more about the sister so much that he was willing to like take the fucking like he was willing to take all the pain and shit that he endured for the sister, but then the game has a reset and you find out that the brother has a better off life without the sister and the family all together.
Yo,
like he was better as a single child and shit like that because of that much pain that he endured. But because of the sister, she made a sacrifice or whatever. You find out that he was better off as a single child. The parents stayed alive. He had a better life. He went to a better school. Everything was better because she wasn't born. It made me appreciate what life actually is. It made me appreciate the possible like what ifs. It made me appreciate just the fact that it made me appreciate like being alive. Because it was kind of just like for that whole game to be centered around Digimon and centered around whatever, the amount of characters they had in it overshadowed the fact that it was a fucking Digimon game.
I was just about to say this doesn't sound like a Digimon game.
Dark ass shit. Digimon's not a dark. It's a semi-dark series or whatever. It can get there, but like the subject material of that whole story was just so fucking dark and depressing. Literally, I remember I was on stream playing through Hacker's Memory that when I beat the game, I was literally in tears for 20 minutes. On stream.
And this is the sequel,
stream.
right?
So
what makes the sequel? Because I don't remember this at all in the fourth story.
In first, the very first game was a regular ass like
both of the stories are linear, right? They're happening at the same time, right?
Both of the stories intertwine, right?
Yeah.
They intertwine, they happen at the same time, whatever. But in the first story is a regular ass. You save the day, the Digimon are in the real world. You stop what's happening, boom, boom, boom. But in the second game, you're dealing with the repercussions on the human side versus the Digimon side of things. So it's a lot more personal human shit going on in the second game. So it's to give you that polar opposite as to what's happening while all this shit's going on. Yeah. But then you realize that both of these, when the world gets reset, the human world changes, but the Digimon world does too. So it's like a whole factory reset, definitely, and they don't remember anything that happened.
Damn.
Nobody remembers anything. So now the older brother, he had a regular ass childhood without the sister ever being a character. And you find out he had a better life because of the sister. She was out of the whole thing. And it was like, damn, bro, I got so attached to these characters. I got so attached to her specifically, right? That you just gave me a whole ending without her. It's like, wow, just for all these smiles to be there when they weren't there originally through the first 60 hours of the game. Yeah. It's like, holy shit, this character was a lot more impactful and a lot more important. It's like the butterfly effect shit where it's like if one thing changes, different shit could have possibly happened or whatever. And it's like, damn, bro. Yeah. It made me look at life like, damn, if I wasn't alive, who knows, Max would have probably been in my position with Brendan or some shit. Or if me and Max were never born, Brendan would have been a better off single child or whatever, right? And it started to like, I actually started to like looking at my lone life and like trying to see if so-and-so didn't exist, this would probably happen, or this, he would probably be better off as this, or maybe he'd be worse. And it's like, damn, after you get done assessing your life and shit, it's like, I'm really happy to be alive.
Yeah.
And I was in fucking tears for like 20 minutes afterwards on stream, crying. Like, I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, that shit broke me. Literally. That's why I can't tell, bro. That's why whenever niggas ask me for a game, bro, after you get done with your Persona 5s and your Final Fantasy 7s and shit like that, go back and play both Digimon Side Pursuit. That HD collection is probably the biggest steal of the last fucking console generation. Literally. That shit was breathtaking to me.
I don't know if my answer is cheating, but it's definitely Spider-Man PS4. And now a lot of things is like, I feel like on the surface level, it's a Spider-Man game, but there's core issues about Spider-Man that I like a lot. To the fact of like, I remember when Spider-Man Homecoming came out, and I was like, yeah, this shit's trash. I remember I was in Discord, and niggas jumped on me and said, what the fuck you mean this movie's that heat? But like, honestly, like when I look back, like Homecoming missed a lot of points that like is almost like crucial for like a good Peter Parker, and it's about like self-sacrifice, and that's all about that was all throughout Spider-Man PS4. Like shit happened, and like when you really think about like the shit that like Peter Parker goes through, like he has to lose a lot of shit, but not like
very little.
Yeah, it's not like he loses and like he reacts to it. He lost it because of what he did. Like he had a choice. Like I could be here for my aunt, or I can save
these
and like,
people.
Yeah, and it's like that. I felt was like missing from. That I felt like was missing from Homecoming, like that type of like self-sacrifice and shit. Because like, yeah, obviously we all saw Doc Ock becoming Doc Ock, whatever. But it's about like the human interaction of like how Peter lost his mentor and shit like that. It's like he's losing a lot of things, but despite that,
he still has to be Spider-Man.
That's
he
the
has
Spider-Man.
to do.
That's the charm of Spider-Man. You watch like originally, if you were like a fan of Spider-Man growing up, you watched Spider-Man become a man. He was a teenager, nerdy ass nigga, but because he became Spider-Man, it helped him become. I equate it the same way how some people do content creation, right? How like they're nobodies in real life or whatever, but because they put themselves out there to a grand platform to nobodies, damn near millions of people, they start to adapt those social things. Like me, I was a regular ass nigga from Chicago. You know, bro, like y'all saw the news of Chicago back then.
Yeah.
So it's like for that, I missed out on a lot of like social shit that I didn't get until I became Sacred Almighty or Sacred or whatever. And it's like, damn, a lot of sacrifices have to be made. And at the end of the day, you still have to be this person for the sake of many.
Unrelated note, and I don't want to extend this any longer, but like the Chicago thing just jogged me. Remember what happened to academics, because that shit's hilarious. Because literally, like academics' whole platform, that's how he grew. It was like he was making a joke out of like the whole And the thing is, like now Zoom Fast in 2020. He's getting clapped up. He got banned off Twitch. Complex has banned his ass, bro.
Damn.
Freddie Gibbs is making a joke of this nigga, bro. Like,
bro, it's like we done with you, bro.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here.
That shit is done and over
so much
with.
money.
Well, if we talking about games, recently, I definitely have to say Persona 5. It really just made me.
You beat Persona 5?
Shut the fuck up.
Royal?
No spoilers. I'm looting the second palace. Chill.
Okay. No, well, what I learned from it was, it's basically the shit that's going on today. We have to call out people on their bullshit. We have to make people accountable, and that's the premise of that game. So, that game right now it's super impactful. Like if you see what's going on now, and you haven't played Persona 5, definitely. Play Royal, but play that, because it's some heavy shit. And it gives a lot of context on how people blindly, worship people, follow people, and they don't question anything. There's and like shit's going on now. It's just like, yo, these people aren't who they say they are.
And let's talk about it. Persona 5 also touched on like victims' fears and shit.
Yeah.
The very first palace, Shiho tried to kill herself.
Yeah.
Like that's like a big ass that ass correlation what we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
About victims coming out is like that's so fucking important.
Yeah.
And when
you agree?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Mikey stole mine, and then Moon took my next one. So it's not super recent, but they did release an HD version of it, or a remaster of it, and it's Catherine. It's not as deep as the other two, because it didn't impact me as much. But Catherine impacted me in a way of, and this is the whole history behind that, but essentially the main character in Catherine is a cheater, but not in the normal sense of being a cheater. Like, he doesn't cheat because he he wants to. He's struggling with the idea of cheating, and then the cheating happens because he's thinking about it. But at the same time, he can't really be honest with his first Catherine, right? And then so the second Catherine is vile. She's evil. She's women incarnate for trying to get him trapped up and all this other kind of shit. And he just struggles. It's like, bro, I have to tell my girlfriend at some point, but I can't because I just proposed to her, and if she finds out, it's over. I'm done. Yeah. And then there's a third Catherine in the new one, and I'm just like, all right, now we're in a whole different ballpark. So
isn't that third Catherine trans?
No. That's a whole
spoiler.
No, that's a whole different character. But that is. So you only, I wouldn't say it's a huge spoiler, but you only find out about that character becoming trans if you think of it like a social ranking persona. You only find out about it if you max them out, right? Okay. Like if you spend the time with them to figure out the story. In the original Catherine, you find out that he became a she. And then so in the new one, this is why I call it flack though. In the new one, they completely took that away. And now he is just a she. Like no trans, no progress.
Wait. Are we talking about the pink-haired one?
No, that's another Catherine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's 3 Catherines now. The new one added a third Catherine, but the character that Mikey's talking about, I forget her name. She was Tracy or something like that.
It's the red hair.
Yes. Yep. Completely just a she now, and I'm like, damn, y'all really just went there, huh? But
okay.
That.
Next question. After the events of July 2nd, 2020, everyone to me is guilty until proven innocent, and saying that ain't me doesn't cut it anymore. So my question is, how do I even begin to trust content creators enough to watch your ads, sub on Twitch, etc.?
Don't.
Can I take the first one? Yeah, just like Moon said, don't. It doesn't fucking matter to us personally. But if you're caring, right, you're obviously like concerned about it. And I want to say you're concerned. I'm including that you're concerned. I'm assuming your feelings, because your first statement makes me feel as though you don't care already. You're just asking the question to ask it. It's not guilty. It shouldn't be guilty until proven innocent. It's supposed to be the other way around, because that's just generally how court works. Or it should work. It doesn't work that way for black people.
We can't have that mentality. I hate that mentality. That mentality is so fucking stupid. Don't do that.
About proving that you're innocent?
No. Guilty until proven innocent. You listen to both sides first. You have to listen to both sides.
Yeah.
And if there's not another side, then obviously we have our answer. So you have to wait until both sides comes out.
Yeah. So like yes, exactly. Your statement saying, you believe in guilty until proven innocent, you can't trust content, blah, blah, blah. That's not me. You don't trust it. It's like, that's already telling me right then and there that if anything were to come about any one of us, you would immediately drop it. All right, I don't trust them anymore. I'm not watching their content. I don't support. And it's like, you have no idea what the real story is, what our side of the story is, anything like that. No proof, nothing. You're just going off of it. And that puts us or any content creator in a position to where now we have to prove to you, somebody who may give minimal support at that, that we're innocent. Like you're not paying bills. You're not, giving heavy support. Like you're not in every stream. You're not sharing every video. You're not in the Discord. Anything that applies to heavy support, you're not doing it. And, not specifically you, but you get what I'm saying, right? So it's like, we shouldn't have to work for innocence for someone like you in this case to believe us. It should be the complete other way around. You should take both sides, gather as much information as you can, and then make a decision off of that. Twitter is not court.
Make an informed decision, because that's just so dangerous. And I believe in believing the victim. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it clear that believing the victim does not mean that the other party is guilty. Right. Believing the victim is not always shaming the opposite end of, whatever the allegations are.
Right. We're going to take this information, we're going to assess it, and we're going to make charges. We're going to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I think that needs to be broadcasted way more than anything, because believing the victim is definitely good. It's good to, save their mental space so they're not, going off the deep end.
Right.
But at the same time, we always have to look at things logically, because, okay, well, she said it, but I'm not going to say where's the proof, but I would like to hear the other side of the story. Now, if there's no other side of the story, then, you know, I think we have our answer there. You know what I'm saying? You really just have to think with common sense and use logic. True. And there is not a lot of that going on around. You have to use common sense and logic while also believing or wanting to believe the things that are coming out. Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
I already answered that shit. Y'all bodied that. Nice job, y'all. Yeah. Your favorite game dev came to you and said you can
Mega
pick
Man
one
Legends 3.
series.
Sorry.
How do you know the question?
Bro, the question was midway. He had the answer.
I mean, I run that Twitter. I know the answer. I wanted to answer right then and there. It's Mega Man Legends 3.
Okay.
Since Mikey you have the answer for Mikey. Your favorite game dev came to you and said you can pick one series to make into a game. What series is it, and what type of game would it be?
And my favorite game company, right, came to me. Okay, I had to make sure it wasn't like any.
So when you say series, you're talking like a TV series or what? Like
your favorite game developer came to you and said you can make. So I'm guessing they're giving you free reign. No. So let's switch this question around. You can make any game you want from a series already established.
Okay.
What game franchise?
Persona 6, or I think it's SMT5, but I would fuck that. I would cross SMT and Persona. I would absolutely cross the both of those into one game. I want the social links from Persona. I want the benefits from maxing out social links and the decisions and all that kind of stuff. But I want the cruel reality from SMT. I want the harsh darkness in the story from SMT. I want the decision making being an actual decision in SMT. If I kill the boss and he was actually innocent the whole time, I'm now the villain. My end game is a bad end. If I don't kill him because he wasn't the villain, I might get the good end. But did I do some other things that probably said I'm a villain? Yeah, okay, now you get a neutral end. I love SMT's decision making compared to Persona.
Bro, that game is brutal. Like it
that's what I'm saying, man.
Like,
have you played Devil's Trigger?
You can't pick the middle of the road at all in those games, dog.
Like it's either one way or the other, man. You get a neutral ending, the world's done. The world's gone, bro.
Like shit. I try to make everyone else happy. It's like, yeah, but you're fucked.
Hell yeah, bro. I played Devil Summoner for the first time and did a neutral ending, right?
Bro,
gone. The world blew the fuck up. I was like, wait, what? Like, yeah, bro. You weren't strong enough, and you didn't pick a side, so the world's gone. I'm like, wow.
I think I'll probably pick Chrono Trigger too. I'll make that.
Ooh,
but that's what I'll make.
Not Chrono Cross. Not Chrono Cross.
Not Chrono Cross.
I grew up with Chrono Trigger though.
Okay. I can see that though. That's a good one.
I need that.
That's definitely a good one. I can't say I would want Grandia
Legend
4.
of Dragoon too.
I know Grandia 3. Because like Grandia 3 was like and then Grandia 2 was all right. It was pretty good. Grandia 1 for me was perfect. Like if they would have updated a couple things for the gameplay or whatever, that'd been great. But Grandia 4 coming out, they would have to do a lot.
Shit, it might be cheating for me to even say Smash, make another Smash, and like change the way how they do certain mechanics.
Bro, with the already 80-something characters they got now.
No, like it's not even there. The online, you gotta start over. It's like first, like we need servers. Let's get rollback. Let's do
hit that rollback net code.
Yeah. Shit, Nintendo, let me take over. Let me take over a couple of years real quick, and let me just change some things. Put an Ethernet port in the goddamn thing. Like, what y'all doing? Bro, do you guys know to this day, if you check on your Switch and go to themes, all we have is white and black mode. Where the fuck is the Mario, Pokemon, Donkey Kong themes, dog?
Not here, bro. They don't
care.
Where
are them themes?
Nintendo don't care, man.
My answer would be my ideal Sonic game.
All right, I respect it. You guys have been talking about Sonic a lot lately. I can respect that. I see it.
Hey, you know what?
But what would be the ideal Sonic game?
Sonic has. I said this before. I said the moment they find like either they completely fix and like find a way to balance out the boost formula, or completely go back to the Sonic Adventure 2 / Sonic Heroes level designing.
Yeah.
The moment they either one of those will be the moment that we can actually get a good Sonic game. Because my thing is Sonic always has this thing where they can't find a good gameplay to stick to.
Yeah.
And so now they always try to cater to the 2D guys because they know you're gonna buy loop-de-loop Sonic, you know, classic chubby Sonic. You're gonna buy that regardless. It's like Pokemon with Pikachu.
Yeah.
You're always gonna buy a Pikachu plushie. You always are. Fuck.
Yeah.
You are. So it's like I feel like the moment we can actually find a staple gameplay, we can actually start like utilizing like the characters that basically took the bench. We can actually start like actually having stories and shit, because I get that the tone kind of lightened up since 06 flopped, and pretty much all the other games before then tried to do the dark and edgy shit, and it just didn't work out for them. I get that, and so they shift the tone to like more kid friendly shit. But it's kind of weird having this character who was made to be cool, corny.
Yeah.
Like how he is now. Like Sonic is corny as hell now, and it's like, nigga, back in the day, Sonic was the shit. I beat the fuck out of this smirking ass hedgehog. Why is he smirking at me? What's going on? Stop looking at me like that, nigga.
Bruh.
It's just like, you know, a new Sonic game come out. Let's pray it's not like Forces. Oh, it's another 2D game. Okay, is Chris touching it? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we got to find a good balance of like everything, you know, before we get like whatever. Because I said at the time, I said the moment Sega, because they put so much emphasis and so much faith into the boost formula. I said the moment they perfect that, we can actually have a good Sonic game, because that shit's gone the most changes throughout all the main three or four 3D Sonic games, and it's like, dog, you don't even know what game you're playing anymore. It just has Sonic characters.
Yeah.
That would be mine. That would 100% be mine. And I guess I'll do two more questions.
Before we do that, I would like to take that question to like the next level, because I have one more thing I want to talk about. Y'all know my stance on Xbox. It's useless. It should really go the way of Sega and just be
third party. But they can't squander
their hardware. They really should integrate with Nintendo with their hardware. So
you think Xbox should combine with Nintendo?
That would kill a lot of birds.
If Xbox combines with Nintendo, they will have quite literally the best of anything.
Best gaming platform.
We'll have Xbox servers for Nintendo games. We'll have really good hardware running Nintendo games, and it's I would think that's a win-win, because if you really think about it, like this Xbox Series X, break it down. They're not bringing anything really new to the table, are they?
No.
Halo Infinite is going to be one of the only exclusives, and it's timed exclusive.
It's not really exclusive because it's on Windows.
It's timed exclusive.
They don't have any exclusives.
Yeah, they don't have any exclusives. So what's the point of buying a Xbox Series X? It's going to flop, because you can buy for the price of, more than likely the price of what they're going to come out for a Series X. You can get you a decent computer.
Yep.
Like, let's just be real.
Yeah.
So why not? I mean, I'm not gonna say, hey, just scrap that shit, because, you know, people, it's a living. But we don't need no more Xboxes. So
to be honest,
why don't we just go the way of Sega and be a third party company and give all those assets to Nintendo so y'all can make some money?
Because
stop being so fucking
need
trash.
each other at this point, because Xbox ain't got no hold in Japan. Like, you see what Xbox be selling. Like, I guarantee you the Vita probably outsell the Xbox right now if it dropped.
Absolutely, bro. Vita would love in
imagine
Japan.
the Switch with like Xbox hardware. Can you just imagine that? Like the innovation from Nintendo and the hardware from Xbox, that would be amazing.
Probably have 60 FPS games in handheld mode.
1080p 60 FPS handheld, baby.
All right, well that's just my piece on that. But go ahead with the next question.
I hear you. The next question: what do you think is the best way to put yourself out there in regards to content? And in social settings, always instinctively downplay the fact I make content whenever the opportunity arises.
Wait, what? All right, okay.
Telling your family and friends that you like do social media is what the question is? Like in
Yeah,
social
I think
settings?
that's what it is. Like they're trying to ask how to introduce that you do content creation to the public, so people that aren't, into YouTube already or Twitter already or Twitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I still struggle with that.
And I'm gonna keep it about a fast stack with y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. When these hoes off Tumblr, Tinder, Bumble, whatever, Twitter, when they ask me what the fuck I do, hey, I play video games on the internet.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do ad shit for companies. Sometimes I'm a freelance nigga. Sometimes I get a game early. I showcase it to people. Sometimes I stream. I make money online. They like that shit.
Yeah.
Girls, if they're young, not young, but they're on your age group or whatever, if they're like a couple years older than you, anybody within the ages of like 20 to like maybe 28, maybe 30 max, they have an idea of what the YouTuber is, because we're in a different age now. Everybody wants,
they know Ninja now. Yeah.
Everybody wants, so it's a different age now. So when they hear that, they're like, "Oh shit, you do? Let me see what you do." You show them I send them hosts to all my links.
They see the check mark on YouTube. Hold up. He got t-shirts. Hold up.
And they're like, "Oh shit, this nigga doing something." And I promise you, there's no reason why you should feel bad about it, because what are they gonna do? Judge you for making money on the internet? You gotta wake up every single day miserable, talking about I gotta go to this job.
Yeah.
Put on this nasty ass uniform. I gotta put on these shoes specifically for this job. Uncomfortable as hell. And it's like, what they gonna say to you, bro? I can dead ass go to sleep right now, make money.
True.
I hate you.
What are they gonna tell you?
True.
What are they so that's what I'm saying. Like now, it's okay to speak out about it, because I remember when I remember being like a teenager in high school. I remember I was telling my friends, very first time I ever hit like 50,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was just chilling. They were like, "Yo, this is the same time I found out how I was graduating." They were like, "Yo, so you graduating, dog?" Because we didn't know, because I lost all my credits in transit. We don't know. You graduating, bro? Yeah, bro, I am. How you do that? I got this YouTube shit, dog.
Yeah.
YouTube, what you do? I showed them my shit. They were like, "No fucking way. You got 50,000 subs, nigga. My cousin's struggling to get that shit on his rap videos."
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that shit cool as fuck. It's a different time. Like people look at that shit, and you're always gonna have those old people that don't see it as an actual job. But I'm gonna tell you this: as long as you can pay whatever you got to pay off,
bro. The moment I told my dad, I was like, "Yeah, I'm making this much this month." He said, "What? This much?" I was like, "Yeah, this much." And it's like, they honestly, whatever argument they ever had went out the window, dog. Like,
yeah, because that's all they care about. Like, you making money? All right, bet.
Because niggas looking at me like, "Nick, what are you doing for how much?" Nigga, I want you to know, my mom, my stepdad, my cousins, they didn't say shit until I was helping them pay off cars, rent, groceries.
Facts.
They wasn't saying shit. I was 17, putting fucking food on the table. I'm like, shit, here you go. Like, oh, I need, I just paid off rent or whatever. We might not have food. How much? Oh, 300? Oh, say less. I go stream for a little bit. Somebody feeling generous today. Boop, here you go. $100. Here you go. You get like a 25, you get like a couple gifted subs or some shit. They donate you $5. I have $150 something by the end of the stream. Hey, yo, mama, take my PayPal card, go take this shit to the ATM.
Yeah.
$2 off of the ATM, they got cash. Groceries the next day, same night, damn near.
Success.
They don't. They want you to. They want to make. Honestly, your parents only want to make sure that you are doing something worth some shit. True. At the end of the day, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But if they see you making money, they see you doing something that's not, as long as you're not on like a dirty ass path, you good, bro.
I mean, like, I think the issue is like when they say like, "Oh, I'm playing games," whatever. It's like, it's either you're in there, you're wasting your life away. But when they see like you're serious about this and you're actually like, it's like a career path for you, like you're not just wasting your life away. You're actually making something of yourself, and you're making money. Like,
this is selling drugs like my friends are.
Yeah.
Down. There's my niggas ask me all the time, like, yo, how that gaming shit doing?
Yeah.
I have to go on Facebook every single day, making sure they're not in jail.
Yeah.
or not dead or some shit. They have to do that. I still talk to them, still love to them and shit like that. But at the end of the day, I'd much rather be doing this, despite how stressful it can get, despite how tiring it can get. I'd much rather do what I'm doing right now than being out there in the field, because they're still surviving out there.
True.
Yeah.
True. Facts.
Much rather that. So you gotta think. It's like fuck it now. There's no reason to feel bad about what you're doing. There's niggas making money off anything, my nigga. You can make shoes, bake cakes. You can be a wedding planner. Niggas are making money off this shit. There's no reason to feel sorry for not having a conventional way of life, because that shit does not exist.
Right. Oh
As long
boy,
as you
that.
pay taxes, fuck them.
Yeah.
Shit, look at bro. It's quarantine hours. They probably stuck at home, and guess what you doing? Streaming and still making money, dog.
Yeah.
Niggas, what they gonna say, bro? Niggas is struggling. I don't want to downplay anybody on unemployment.
True.
I don't want to be that guy, but some niggas are forced to have unemployment right now.
Mm-hmm.
Granted.
Shit, I'm one of them. Shit.
I'm gonna
Me
say,
too.
granted, shit.
Y'all saw what I put in the chat
good
earlier.
money.
Yeah.
It's getting good money off this unemployment shit right now, but that's just because of the times that we in. But in a regular situation, being on unemployment is barely going on, barely surviving damn near.
Yeah.
So it's like shit. You better learn something. Niggas wasn't telling you better learn a new skill or some shit.
Gotta be studious, man. Y'all have to learn shit, because at the end of the day, when if shit happens to go down, then you're gonna have to keep your wits about you.
True.
You're gonna have to learn how to either stay in your bubble and make ends meet, or you're gonna starve.
True. And I don't think you realize, as a content creator, it's way more than playing games. You're an editor, you're a director, it's branding,
marketing. It's like 75% marketing.
Every time, and I say this every time, I tell everybody, look, when it comes to merchandise, I always tell people, I never want to make a shirt that's only oriented around my channel. I want some shit that anybody could wear in any situation, right? And whenever I drop merchandise, I treat it like it's a big ass event. Like, hey, yo, I'm dropping merch Friday. Get your wallets ready. Everybody's like, okay, cool. And the moment I click do it, nigga, emails, you sold this. And it's about, you're that's marketing. That's you building into, that's you branding, like, hey, y'all, I'm dropping some shit this date. Get ready for this. Post little sneak peeks, maybe be vague about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Be strategic about it. Drop that bitch.
Yeah.
You be you're more than just a nigga playing video games, my nigga. You are your own boss. Meaning you read your own emails until you get enough to hire an editor. You are an editor or somebody who goes through administrative work and shit like that. You are your own boss until you're able to pay for these other people to do this shit.
Yep.
Literally. Emails, branding, marketing, publicity, networking, all that shit. Me streaming, scheduling, all that shit it's a job. I take this shit so serious, bro. I stay up every single day, making sure my shit is scheduled correctly, ads are being placed, motherfuckers know what this shit's at, time. It's a lot. It's a lot. And these are skills that I can use outside of content creating, because there are jobs for this exact shit in other places. It's like, hey, you ready? You know what the fuck you're doing.
That's your portfolio. You say, boom, I got a whole channel for the portfolio shit.
Right.
I got a whole. Send him that all my link. Your boss gonna be a fan. Fuck
Your son probably follow me.
That's all that matters, bro. You can't feel bad no more.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. Real talk.
Shit, niggas on ESPN off of playing Twitch and doing Twitch and shit.
Yep.
Hell
Man,
yeah.
learn the skill. We still got time in this quarantine till this shit let up, dog. Learn a skill and really stay 10 toes down, because
hone your craft.
Exactly. And I guess the last question is the question I want to ask y'all when it comes down to it. Each site is having you sign an exclusive deal that you could only stream or provide content for who would you choose? YouTube, Twitch, Caffeine, or Facebook Gaming?
Wait, repeat the question.
If each platform was offering you, let's spice this up, is offering you the same amount of money, the same amount of millions or whatever, right? To stream or make content exclusively for that platform, which one are you going for? YouTube, Twitch, Caffeine, Facebook, and I guess Mixer whenever it was a thing.
I might go Twitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's between me. It's personally between Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
Namely being because Mixer is gone now, right? So we're just gonna automatically X that out of the equation. Caffeine doesn't have a lot of the things that I would need for it in a streaming platform. It's literally just press the button, go live. That's it. You know, I think they give you coffee or beans or something like that for your means of like bits and payment. I'm not for that. As not aesthetically pleasing as YouTube gaming is, or YouTube is in general for the streams, I do get more of a payout for it. But since you said they're paying me whatever X amount, I would go with Twitch. Because at that point, I'm getting paid to do things that I'm already trying to do anyway. And if they're paying me, then 9 times out of 10, I'm a partner, or I have some means of a partnership with them exclusively. I can probably get on front page a lot. Anything falls into that category. YouTube doesn't really offer any of that. You don't hear people talking about things and exclusive partnerships with YouTube and streaming. So I'd go with Twitch.
Yeah, I think Twitch actually has the advantage over everyone anyway.
When you really think about it, YouTube doesn't really like, I don't know if it's like a YouTube gaming thing, but even on the YouTube homepage, you just see videos. There's no like, here's who's live now on the YouTube page, right? Like you don't see that shit. So like,
it used to be like that.
Yeah.
Until they changed everything,
and it'd be nice because like they have the algorithm to cater to whatever you've been watching lately.
True.
So you know they could easily just change that to like, all right, cool. Here's some live streams that you might be interested in. Boom, bam, bam. You know, and then keep it simple.
I do think Twitch is gonna I think it might get the DMCA shit that happened like a couple weeks back. Like things might start changing. Like don't be surprised down the line where like Twitch starts to like defend themselves and like prepare themselves for like companies starting to say like, listen, man, you're playing our music, we're gonna have to demonetize, like so, like maybe it's start like eating out some of your profits that you get for the month. Like I expect like some like they're gonna have to find some workaround with this whole DMCA shit because Twitch gotta cover their ass somehow. YouTube already has this shit where it's like, all right, we have to demonetize the video, they gotta get the profits and shit. Like I would imagine some shit like that, and then that's definitely gonna change the dynamic of where you go.
They would probably have to make it to where streams stay up always. And if they're playing copyrighted music the same way like YouTube does, they copyright that part of the session or whatever, and they make money off that because people do watch stream playbacks and shit, the VODs or whatever.
But you think it's gonna be that profitable? Because I don't know if like them watching the stream.
So it's like I don't know what would be like the perfect fix because Twitch, the thing that makes Twitch unique is the fact that you're pretty much just streaming. They have a video format, but nobody's watching videos on Twitch unless you're watching VODs.
Who's to say you don't delete the VOD right after? Like, and then it's like we can't get anything because like they deleted the VOD. Like they're gonna try to do something. And the thing is, like, the one thing that Twitch struggles with is discovery. Like, there's no way to like you like watching Smash. Here's Smash on the thing. You just see like who you're following and like all these different categories. YouTube is really good at discovery. It depends on your algorithms and shit like that. So like. It's just gonna have a whole balance that's gonna even out at some point, and at that point we're gonna really see like the better platform depending on once they're all evened out in terms of like DMC, how you do a copyright, how you deal with getting discovered and shit like that. Right now it's easily for me like Twitch at the moment, just given the current question of getting a flat out payout, it's gonna be Twitch for me. But once shit starts to even out, my answer might change down the line.
Yeah, I think for me it's a lot easier. Like I think for me, if I streamed on YouTube the same way I uploaded, I'd probably make a lot more money on YouTube. Easy. But if I was getting the same amount of money from these platforms, I would 100% go to Twitch and literally just say, hey everybody, I know y'all like this content here. It's not going well, it's going somewhere. What you have is what you have. If you want more content, we're moving this way. If you don't want to go, there's many people out there. But one, I got the bag, y'all. We lit. You get on-demand content. Like this is like shit that I can click, go live, and y'all are right here. We're here.
Yeah.
Time shit, anything like that. Like I think that'd be like the better way to go about it. But I think right now, if I'm looking at it overall, I think if I was compare the platforms that I'm on, I think streaming on YouTube exclusively would probably do better for me.
Okay.
I would say Twitch, for sure. They just have better options. Like, as Yoku mentioned, like you go to the front page, you have that is in like that's probably the best way to get discovered is front page. And like, yeah, if we're doing the contract thing, there's got to be some type of exclusivity going on. So Twitch just overall just has the better options than anywhere else.
I think for us, Twitch is like makes sense to us. I guess for Nick, because I think Nick is probably like the biggest one out of all of us. Like he already has like a big enough like subscriber base that YouTube will probably make a lot of sense from. I guess it depends on like our different like current states right now. It kind of makes sense when you kind of like look at like everyone's like, you know, like their following.
I'll tell you this. I said this shit before and I'll say it again. If everybody hold on. Oh shit. Hold on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll say this shit again. I said this shit in plenty of videos, plenty of streams. I said if the same people that came out to the YouTube live streams came to the Twitch live streams, I wouldn't stream on YouTube. Yeah. I go on YouTube, and because of the audience or whatever, I get about like maybe 150, 200-300 people there, and that's the whole entire stream for like an hour or so. Same way you would stream on Twitch or whatever, it'd be that. But then I tell them to go to Twitch. Niggas, it's so weird. People on YouTube don't like going to Twitch.
Yeah.
They don't like going to Twitch. They just don't like Twitch. They don't like it at all. I don't know why, but it's what it is. And if I can get the same 200-300 consistent people, you know, I'd be over there because viewers do matter over there on Twitch, even if you aren't gifting or subbing or shit like that, because viewers do attract more eyes to you because now it's like, oh, why are people looking at this guy? What does he have to offer? Go click him. Now that guy could be the potential person to donate the money or do whatever for the means of life or whatever like that. So it's like, you know, it's numbers are attractive. And I feel like for me, if I had the same people that came to live streams on YouTube, go to the Twitch, I would stream 100% on Twitch. Easy.
Yeah. I understand that.
I said this before. I literally kept streaming all of last month because I was like, I wanted to see how much I could make on Twitch if I streamed every single day. I just want to test it out. Fuck it. Did that, made about the same amount of money as I would have on YouTube. And then YouTube's ad rates are fucking terrible, but I wasn't streaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
Said, okay, cool, there's that. Let me try streaming on YouTube. Made a lot more money versus the Twitch payout, but it was with the ad rate shit involved as well. So like an extra couple $100 or whatever. And I was just like, let's try doing both. And then here we are.
Yeah.
And okay, and I'm trying to just see what evens out or whatever. But 100%, if I was to ever make more money off Twitch consistently, I would probably move to Twitch.
Yeah.
100%. There's more freedom. YouTube, unfortunately, the algorithm keeps you trapped sometimes, and you don't really have much leeway. Sometimes the people on YouTube are so your following is only like as big and as honed in on something as you are. And if your channel is only one thing, you become that one thing. They only want you for that one thing. So them hearing you say, sometimes I don't want to play this, sometimes I don't want to play that, they're thinking like, oh shit, there he goes. He's trying to make us watch some shit, yada yada. They just don't watch you no more.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Whereas on Twitch, it's like, hey, we're going to try this shit out, play it for like 30 minutes. If it's ass, it's ass. If it's good, it's good. Let's rock.
Yeah.
And your people in the chat like, fuck it, I'm here anyway. What's up?
Yeah.
They watch. That's literally it. If I could have that, I'd be lit. I think that's where my biggest challenge is in content creation right now. It's probably making sure find that balance.
I mean, shit. Look at Ninja.
Yeah,
Like he had a whole like a cult on Twitch. They moved him. He moved the Mixer, and it was just like, oh man, damn. And like he got the bag though, but it's just like at what cost? Because like I mean, if he comes back to Twitch, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna come back.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll come back to Twitch based on how they did that. They took that nigga's check mark away. They deleted his whole directory.
Yeah,
he might look at them niggas like, I'm on YouTube. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, Twitch
talk.
is definitely a very unprofessional business. Like they do stuff that's just not right.
Bruh.
I mean, we can shit if you want. We can make a topic about the next stream. The next
Shit.
one,
Right, we
because
can.
Twitch got a lot of
We don't even know what the fuck happened to Dr. Disrespect, dog. Bruh.
What happened?
Bruh.
Well, hopefully by the next episode, we'll figure out what happens to Dr. Disrespect.
That will be a topic. 'Cause that was probably one of the most unprofessional shits I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, we can't hear you.
No. Can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
All right, cool. So we have to have some information by then.
Yeah.
You should. In 2 weeks, fuck it. Well, I guess that's it for the questions. With that being said, everybody, thank you all so much for listening to this. What is this? This is damn near
Episode
3 hours.
15. Yeah.
3 hour long
Yeah.
podcast episode.
Dang, I was not expecting the questions to hit the 40 minutes, but that's what's up.
Thank you, Moon, for coming through this week.
No problem. No
Yes,
problem.
sir.
Big
Everybody go
facts.
check out Moon Monkey as well as Mikey, Yoku, and myself in the description section below. If you're watching this on any streaming platforms, definitely be sure to rate it so we get more people here. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the video playback, whether it's the highlights or the full thing, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let us know how you feel about everything that was discussed today. And that's going to be it for us. We'll see you guys in the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, and not having highlights is 100% my fault. I'm gonna get on that this week. I'm putting that. I'm putting that in the air, in the
Snitching on
atmosphere.
yourself.
I am going to have highlights for y'all because
If you don't see highlights at Mikey,
I will not be on the next
Attack
podcast.
Attack him immediately. Get
Eat
out
that
this
nigga
damn-
alive.
Talk to y'all. Bye.
Peace
See
out,
you
y'all.
later.